I fly you to the moon? Can we play among the stars? I've been thinking of you lately, took control over my heart. You say that you needed space, atmosphere was in my arms. When I look up at your face, the reflection shows the scars. So I'll fly you to the moon, where we float among the stars. Darkest ocean, never know, but the lights come from afar. I wish this would never end. I've been trying to pretend something's wrong in this within. The reflection seems to...
Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of NyynewsTV Game Season, bringing you another Yankee game. Yankees White Sox tonight, the rubber game of a 3-game matchup. Yankees won last night, Chicago won the night beforehand, and this is going to be one of the easier games that the Yankees play, at least we hope. Next series, I believe, is against the Marlins, then the Braves, then the Red Sox, then the Nationals afterward, but we're happy to bring it to you here, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. If you haven't already, also go sub to my channel as well as Luca's Big Blue in the Bronx. We made some nice announcements today in regards to sponsorships. But Luca, first thoughts?
First thoughts, let's hope the Yankees can get the series win here in Chicago in the Windy City. I'm appreciated to be back here on GameSZN as always, and appreciate to be here with y'all in the chat. So I know Alex will shout out the chat. So glad all you could be here on this Wednesday night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So real quickly, I'm just going to tweet this out. I'm going to tweet it out, and then I also post it on community notes. All right, let's take a look and see who's in the chat. By the way, we got 116 likes. Excuse me, 116, not 119 people, 51 likes. Let's hit those like buttons. Lois, Raw Thompson, Hirsch, Ant Garcia. We got Scott, we got Jason, G-Man, TP Joseph, Katie. We got Shane, we got Samantha, we got Frankie, the Swifty. We got Eli, we got Philo, we got I think it says Impersive. I'll take it as that, okay. Ricky, Rick V, Shane already said, Capone. We got Time Commenter. We got Jacob. What's up, Jacob, in the chat, always supporting. See who else we got that I'm missing here. A couple of Luke, what's up? Tommy Not Fam, what is up, my guy? Scott L, what's up? See who else we got? Martin Perez, is that the starting pitcher, Martin Perez? And let's see who else we got. Eric, what's up? As I said, I'm just scrolling up in the chat. TC Steels, they do a great job. Him and Hector on the Morning Brew Yankees edition. So if you guys haven't already, go check them out. And also, once again, prayers to Hector, because I know he's going through some stuff right now. Let's see who else I got in the chat right here. Chris Hogan. Hopefully that's not the wide receiver from the New England Patriots. Mitchell, what's up? But another game here. Looks like we're about to start. Luca is going to be on the call. I will be doing some of the background stuff. Mike Clevinger, the former Cleveland Guardian, is on the mound.
And San Diego Padre.
And San Diego Padre, yes. We have to acknowledge his time with the San Diego Padres. As mentioned before on Twitter and all the other platforms, DJ LeMahieu is not in tonight's lineup. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa slides over to third base, thank God. And Oswaldo Cabrera is at shortstop, so we'll be seeing some at-bats from him that we'll probably be critical of. I'm not going to lie to you, because you guys know how I feel about him. With that being said, I guess we could take a look at the defense real quick. Benintendi, Robert, and Colas, left to right. Moncada, Anderson, Elvis Andrus, Andrew Vaughn at first. Yasmani Grandal behind the plate. Eloy Jimenez, the DH, and Mike Clevinger on the mound. Why is Stanton at cleanup? What has he done to earn that? He hasn't done much. That's the question we've been all waiting for. Let's see. Stanton is hitting 250 in his last 7 and 214 in his last 15. So we'll see the at-bats he takes tonight and see whether he's worth it or not. But also, again, if you guys haven't checked that out, Ian Hamilton is starting for the Yankees tonight, not Luis Severino, who reportedly was frustrated. But
obviously frustrated that he's not starting. But anyways, Clevinger is ready. Bowers is ready. Let's do it here in the Windy City. First pitch is fouled off behind the plate. 95 on the fastball from the veteran right-hander.
Jake Bauers hitting 225 on the season with a 788 OPS. He's been okay. I mean, I feel like the average is a little overstated. I don't feel he's a 225 hitter, at least 230.
0-1. Swung on in line. That is a base hit to right field, so the Yankees get a base runner early on. Leadoff hit for Jake Bauers.
I called that as much. I called that as much. Aside the chef, what's up? But hit the like button, guys. Yeah. And then last night, we actually went to City Field, myself and Luker, with Angry John, and that was an experience. I called the Cody Bellinger home run, by the way, which I thought was the funniest thing there.
Yeah,
Luke, I'll let you get to this, Aaron Judge AB.
You also called Danny Mendick having a role in the game. But anyways, Aaron Judge, the captain, is up at the plate. Clevinger from the stretch deals in the first pitch is called a strike on the outside corner. Count is 0-1.
Home plate umpire Andy Fletcher, first base Eric Backus, Laz Diaz at second, and Mike Estabrook is at third.
Count is 0-1 as Bowers leads off at first. Clevinger deals the 0-1. Pitch is swung on in line into right center field. That is a base hit. Bowers is going to move to third. Here's the throw. He is out at third.
Oh,
good throw there from Robert, but I don't know, Alex. From first look, it looked like he was safe. So the Yankees are probably going to challenge this.
I don't think he was out. I think it was pretty unless his hand came off the bag. I'm getting a replay now. I'm sure you are too.
I think he's safe. I think he's safe personally. Now the question is, well, if they, I would think they'd overturn this. We'll see a better view here.
It's a judgment call. Like, that's not a good angle, but it looks like he's safe.
You need like that other side angle, because here we go. This is where you'll get the tag. I think he's safe personally.
It looks like he's safe, but I would not be too surprised, ladies and gentlemen.
The Yankees are not challenging the play. If not, they have, and it was not overturned. So I guess
it would be a too close to call situation.
Yep, this Gleyber Torres took high. Count is 1-0.
Joe, what's up? Killer Joe, Fran, what's up? And yes, I know somebody asked a question. Ian Hamilton, the guy from the bullpen, is going to be the starter.
1-0 to Torres is swung on, missed right through a fastball. 96 on the gun on the outside corner. Count is 1-1.
I have a question to ask you on commercial.
Okay.
Regarding our batter right now.
Oh, Gleyber. Count is 1-1 as Judge leaves off at first. And now Clevinger goes for the pickoff. I
don't know why you would want to pick off Judge with a 80% toe, but whatever makes you happy.
Outs above average this season. Luis Robert is second, only to Julio Rodriguez. Remember when they used to do outfield assists instead of outs above average?
Right.
Torres grounds it short to second to first. An easy 6-4-3 double play, and that'll get Clevinger out of the inning. Nobody left on with 2 hits, as we will see the Chicago White Sox bat in the bottom of the first.
I mean, I know I'm going to try not to get frustrated very easily, but I mean that's we should be scoring there. Thank you very much, Frankie. I would love if Taylor Swift can take a secret on me. You'll get $20 off. I don't know about but anyway, 183 in the chat. We got a total of 74 likes. Hit the like button, guys.
Guys, jam that like button.
Yes. Tackle the like button, subscribe, do all the good stuff. If you haven't already, go sub to our other channel, Big Blue in the Bronx. But my question is, and this is for the chat to answer as well. I saw this thanks to our buddy Christian of NYST on Twitter. Would you go out and sign Gleyber Torres to an extension?
No.
So you're opposing as part of the fan base. Now explain why.
No, it's just like Gleyber's hot and then he's cold. Like, obviously he's having one of his hot stretches, but like when he's cold, he's like just not good at all. Like the mental errors aspect, the slumps, as I always say, Gleyber Torres is best when he pulls the ball to right field. But to me, my feelings on Gleyber Torres just haven't changed. I think right now his price is probably the highest as a Yankee, not even just being in the farm system or whatever, but this is like the perfect time to trade him. Not obviously right now in August. I'm talking like the offseason if the Yankees like need an arm or an outfielder, something like that. As we'll see Ian Hamilton make his first game started, I believe. If not, he's already started a game. 28 games, 2-1 record with a 1.67 ERA, 200 opposing average, 46 strikeouts in 37 and 2/3 innings, 18 walks, 2 homers. Let me ask this, Alex, how many innings do you think our buddy Ian Hamilton's going to pitch? Do you think he just goes 2?
I would say 2 to 3. I would say 2 to 3, nothing more than 3. But quickly, the lineup for the White Sox: Tim Anderson batting first at short, Andrew Benintendi in left field batting second, Luis Robert in center field batting third, DH Eloy Jimenez at cleanup. Batting fifth is Yon Moncada at third. Batting sixth is Andrew Vaughn at first. Batting seventh is Yasmani Grandal. Catching batting eighth is Oscar Colas on right, and batting ninth is Elvis Andrus at second. And the Yankee defense is McKinney, Bader, and Judge. Kiner, Falefa, Cabrera, Torres, Bowers across the infield. Higgy behind the plate. Ian Hamilton on the mound with Giancarlo Stanton. Boulder legs. He is the DH.
First pitch to Anderson is a called strike, as Tim Anderson, who was knocked out, and the time is called here or not.
DJ Steals real quickly with the 199 super chat. We appreciate him, man. He says, Luca, grow your stash out. Stop shaving.
Oh, no, I just shaved the edges there.
Sevy's already up.
Yep, I see that count as 1-2. I'm sorry, they fouled off. But yeah, I'm trying, man. It's, I'm trying to grow it out. I'm just shaving the edges. I'm not going all in on shaving the entire thing. I'm more, I want to grow this more than a beard. As Alex already mentioned, Severino's up at the pen. Count is 0-2 to Tim Anderson, who got a nice punch in the face, well deserved. Pitch on the way. Did he go around the first base umpire? Says yes, he did.
Wow.
As Tim Anderson is called out on strikes.
I don't think,
or should say, out on the swing. We'll see the replay, and that is a swing. You see the knob of the bat. You see that barrel of the bat point towards the pitcher. Went too far. Here is former Yankee Andrew Benintendi, 276, 2 homers, 31 RBIs.
Shout outs to Li in the chat.
What's up, Mr. Li? OPS kind of low for Benintendi, but the first pitch is downstairs. Count is 1-0. 699 for Andrew Benintendi.
Question from our Swift buddy. Swift buddy says, did you watch Hard Knocks?
Yes, sir, I did. Count is 1-0. Pitch is swung on and hit in the other right field. Judge is right there, and he will make the catch. 2 gone. Yes, Frankie, I did watch Hard Knocks, and I thought it was a very good episode, very good start. Can't wait to watch more episodes, unlike the idiots on WFAN named Sean Marash and that other idiot he hosts. I'm not going to rant now because this is not my platform. I'm not going to say it's not my platform to rant, but it would be a waste of time if I ranted on WFAN, so I'm just going to shut up. But anyways, Luis Robert is up at the plate. 269 on the season. First pitch is down in the dirt.
I also did get to watch Hard Knocks last night. I will admit, for a Giants fan watching it, it was a good episode. I will admit.
Count is 1-0. The pitch to Robert is downstairs 2-0. But you know what's also, this is, when I brought up WFA now, you know what? I got to bring this up. Sal Licata said on the radio, I probably told you already, but I'm going to tell you again. He thinks that the Yankees ought to go hire Buck Showalter, and that'll be the problem. That'll be the problem solver. Pitches outside 3-0.
Because he's done so well with the Mets roster.
Right. And he said that, get the Yankees over the hump. What time has he ever gotten a team over like a hump to get to the World Series? Never. Anyways, the count is 3-0. And on the way, it is ball 4. Luis Robert draws a 2-out walk. Continue, Alex. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Angry John is in the chat.
Thank you, Mr. Angry John. What's up? Salicata is a moron.
Let's see, did Pete unpack Luca and Alex? I mean, we're here. Whether unpacking means firing or bringing us back, I mean, I don't. But what's up to Brad?
I see Luke and John are bonding over the Rangers. That's awesome. Here is Eloy Jimenez hitting 281 on the season. Again, what's up to Brad? First pitch is on the way. Swung and grounded to the left side. Fielded by Isaiah Connor for left field. Fires and gets the out, as that'll end the inning. 1 runner left on. We head to the top of the second. It is 0-0. Good evening, Yankee Kyle. What's up? Keep up the good work. Luca, appreciate it, Luke. Appreciate the compliments. Appreciate it. Yeah, he might have somebody in the background, Frankie. That's why. Again, thank you guys for coming in on this Wednesday night. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Do all the good stuff. Become a member. You'll get some awesome content, quick takes, and all that. It's awesome. Obviously, if you haven't already, and I'm sure they're not sold out by now. I mean, they're close to being sold out at least. Go purchase your ticket for NYY Newsday if you haven't already. Yes, Jacob, we do have our own Big Blue in the Bronx Discord server. How we do it over there is a 2-month free trial for non-members, and we just want to incorporate people to become members on our channel. But more or less about that, to more to your guys' comments. Best Hamilton opening since Lin-Manuel Miranda on Broadway. Oh, I got your joke, Hirsch. I actually thought you went to see Hamilton, but good one. I actually Hamilton. All right, I was gonna say for Hamilton, the play I had to watch that in band class, but I didn't find it interesting. I'm sorry. Thank you, TC Skills. Appreciate it. It was band class. It was senior year of high school, and it was like that. It was still like somewhat COVID stuff where we were sitting at home and taking Zoom classes. So it's not like we were actually doing band stuff. We were just being taught shit that was useless.
By the way, yes, we are 12 likes away now, 11 from 100. So hit the like button, guys.
Frankie has a comment for you, Alex.
What were your shows? Oh, good God. I would say the second one, maybe. Second one.
Stan takes a call strike on the outside corner. What is up to Macho King? What's going on, brother?
Macho King, what's up? I'm just giving you an answer with what you gave me. I think or might be a good option too there.
Stan with a pop-up on the right side coming in and making the catch this time is the right fielder,
Oscar
Colas. Oscar Colas. It is one gone as Billy McKinney will come up to the plate.
So Kitty Cat's Heaven says Glaber has the most home runs for any second baseman in the AL, according to the S Network. I'm pretty sure he also has the most errors.
Yeah.
And he's not I'm not ripping you, Kitty Cat's Heaven, but I'm also saying
yeah, she was just subquoting, or whoever was.
No, of course. No. I was just saying, But and then now Brad's going after John. By the way, shouts to Dark Wolf in the chat, fellow Giants fan. And then also, by the way, Chris Hogan has just gifted an NYY News TV membership. Let's see who's going to get that. That's going to be Dark Wolf again.
That's awesome.
So thank you,
congratulations,
Chris.
Dark Wolf.
Congratulations to Dark Wolf, my fellow Giant fan.
Fouled off here by Billy McKinney. Count is 0-2.
We hit 100 likes. I don't know if Luca touched on that, but
yes, we did.
Appreciate y'all. What up to Jeffrey in the chat?
Sup, Jeffrey?
Nick, what's up? He says no way we bring Sevy in. Sevy's going to come in. Don't worry.
Yeah. Count is 0-2. The pitch on the way to McKinney is call strike 3. That pitch looked inside. And McKinney is going to take the backwards K, although I would say that was a ball inside. I think Clevinger's even surprised that he got the call.
I feel like someone's arguing and he's smirking, but that also could be what you just said.
I think he's surprised he got that call a little bit. That pitch was clearly inside per the tracker.
Randy Fletcher's a scumbag, so
okay. Alex,
I just wanted to say it. Look, no. I'm not gonna sit here and what's up to Paul in the chat. I'm not gonna sit here and gargle over Boone's impression like a 5-year-old.
Right, of course. I'm not championing his impression whatsoever.
Yeah, no, but Les Diaz is horrible.
You're throwing your name. You're name calling umpires. Shots. Yeah. What's up to Henry as well? Count is 0-1 from Clevinger. The pitch on the way is in there for a called strike. Count is 0-2.
5 out of 10. No Rich Little. Yeah. Jacob, I will answer that on commercial because it seems like we're pretty close to it. Knowing that it's the Yankees.
Count is 0-2. The pitch on the way to IKF is outside. Count is 1-2.
Jerry, Luca is a Jets fan. I'm a Giants fan. I've been a Giants fan since I was born, but I started watching them a little bit in 2011 and back again in 2015, 2016.
Cat is 1-2.
And I've been covering them since 2020.
Down in the dirt, 2-2. Yeah, I remember I was a Jet fan, even though I didn't really know much at the time back in the Rex days, like 2009, 2010. Obviously, I remember, I think one of the first games that comes to mind in my young childhood memory is the 9/11 game, which would beat the Cowboys, which would be Sunil's team. He's obviously not in the chat right now, but I just had to throw that out there.
You might have a calling.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you. You are a Jet fan as well. Awesome. Take flight. Hashtag 2-2. The pitch on the way is the count is full 3-2.
Everybody's uniting in the chat in different ways.
Frankie says, Joan says Jets, Jets, Jets. Thank you, Joan. Jason as well. Frankie said the Jets are going to have the better season. I agree.
So everybody has an alternative, or at least most people in the chat have an alternative to this Yankee team. That's
all 4 to IKF as he takes the walk. Next up will be Harrison Bader batting 7th. Nick says, "Am I the only Steelers fan?" Well, don't feel bad, Nick. My best friend is a Steelers fan.
There's another Steelers fan, Jake, in the chat. But to answer your question, Jacob, I'll answer it in a very short response because we're about to have Bader up. Slot corner is not a surprise. Oh yeah, clap for progress, John. Never clap for progress. But yeah, slot corner, not much of a surprise. I'll have to
but it goes for the second is in time. IKF caught stealing to end the inning off of Grandal. No runners left on as we head to the bottom of the second.
Can I ask if Grandal is still a top defensive catcher?
Let me look at the metrics. Brad wants us to explain the pulled pork review. I'll get to that in a sec, Brad. I got you.
Yeah, I gotta love the progress, guys. 225 in here. Hit the like button, guys. Subscribe.
I just don't. To me, I just don't understand why you're going with 2 outs. 1 out, that's fine, but not sure. Grandal with pop time actually ranks in the 1st percentile.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's terrible.
Okay, so the Yankees shouldn't have. What can I say?
That's pop time to 2nd, so it's obviously relevant. But Esterlin, what's going on? Appreciate being here. Alex, or do you want to elaborate, or do you want me to elaborate in terms of what Brad was asking about the pulled pork sandwich?
Real quickly, I just want to fully answer Jacob's question. Yeah, there's no much surprises in terms of the depth chart. It's just more organized, obviously, now that we're looking at a depth chart. But if you want to elaborate on your pulled pork review, which you had with Angry John.
Yes, I went to the Mets game last night at Citi Field with Sir Angry John, who was also in the chat. We went. I was looking around for food, and some of the options weren't like enticing to me. Some weren't, but they're also pretty expensive, folks, at Citi Field. $16 pulled pork sandwich, really good. That's why I did the review, because sometimes I do the reviews. I did the review for the 99 burger at Yankee Stadium, but $16 for a miniature pulled pork sandwich. That's what I didn't get. What's up, Crackle Nuts?
Crackle Nuts, what's up?
On top of that, the burger I had, the Pat LaFrida burger, tasted like and looked like a McDonald's Junior Cheeseburger that you get in a Happy Meal. And that with fries is $17. And that is a ripoff.
I mean, I had
Severino's going to come in. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So how much? All right, let's ask the question, everybody. How much is this going to change Severino today? He's going from the stretch, but like how much is he going to change because he's starting the next inning late?
I don't see much of a difference, honestly. I mean, like, obviously he's technically, out of the bullpen, but he's not going to be in that. He's technically, I guess you want to call a long reliever role, whatever. But it's not like a formal long reliever role. It's just they're giving him an inning of rest. Swung and a miss there, but Makata count is 2-1. Jake, I think he's set up for success, in my opinion, meaning Pickett. Just that he also is a terrible offensive coordinator, but you've got weapons up the wazoo. Count is 2-1. The pitch on the way to Makata is swung on and crushed to right field. Going back, Judge. Track ball off the wall. This will bounce. Judge will take it himself. Makata will slide into second with a leadoff double. Trouble already.
So I guess that means that's not going to change much of anything. Right. Brian Mondelli, what's up?
What's up, Brian? I had, in response, Jake, to your Steelers thing, they've revamped the offensive line pretty well, at least.
Jesus fucking Christ in this phone. I got every interruption. Man, give me a second.
Yep, I even heard that from downstairs. How Matt Canada is not fired is my best friend complains about him all the time. First pitch to Vaughn is fouled off. The count is 0-1. Vaughn hitting .251 in the season, a .752 OPS, 15 homers, and 61 RBIs. The replacement, essentially, for Jose Abreu. Severino will operate from the stretch at all times, as he's going to continue to do now with the runner on second base. The count is 0-1. The pitch on the way to Vaughn is swung on a chopped foul. Count is 0-2.
You know, I am counting my days till I get an actual recording space. Like, I don't have to deal with washing machines. I don't have to deal with dryers. I don't have to deal with landlines going off. I'll be like Sir Pete. Well, actually, no. Nobody really can be like Sir Pete because there's only one Sir Pete. So
Nick Bailey says that Matt Canada is worse than Boone. Count is 0-2. Pitches chopped foul.
I don't know.
He's in. I mean, at least Canada has control over one portion of the team, not the entire team. So I guess that's like a half win, but that's not even a win at the same time because he's just a terrible play caller. 0-2 pitch on the way to Vaughn is swung and chopped up the middle. That is fielded by Torres. Throw to first in time. So that was kind of a Robinson Cano type play with a little range there from Torres, ranging over to shortstop. One gone.
Now, I have a question, but also there, I thought Andrew Vaughn, if he had a little bit more speed, he could have beat it out. My opinion. Right. Phillies have a 7-inning no-hitter. That's interesting.
I wonder who's pitching. I actually saw that earlier. I just got to see who's
Do you
pitching.
think they caved to Severino? Because
this would never happen. I'm
was frustrated.
Grandal base hit over the third baseman IKF. It's 1-0. So there you have it, folks. Trouble already. Of course, he's like frustrated. You obviously want to try to help your team win and try to get better. But this was not the night to have him pitch out of the second inning. This isn't the ALDS from 2020 Game 2 where you had a starter and then you had another starter pitch. It just doesn't make any sense. But to answer your question, somewhat, I think they can. Anyways,
Sam, what's up? Also, we got a super chat, $2 from our guy JC. What's up, Alex and Luca? Ready for Giants football? Yes, I am. They play Friday. Excuse me. Usually used to them opening on a Thursday, but they open on a Friday this year. So
what's up, Hitskins?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, everybody?
0-1
in the chat.
And it's a ball downstairs. Count is 1-1 to Oscar Colas, hitting .220 on the season. What is up, Laura, as well?
I'm gonna tweet something.
Yeah, you're gonna tweet it.
Yankees cave to Sevy's. I'm tweeting out loud, by the way. Frustrations, and now we're down 2-0. So
count is 1-2 to Colas. Who made the tweet? Foxy says Torres made a good play. K made it sound spectacular. Of course, you got to puff. If you're Michael K, you got to puff everything the Yankees do up. But that's its own thing.
Inventors, by the way, shouts to our guy Evan Spitzberg in the chat.
Thank you.
Inventors Wisdom has a good question. Says, are you guys going to the Giants Jets this year? Regular season is my plan. It's a lot of money, but I also have a couple of content creators that I associate with that are having a block party, and I don't want to disappoint them. So most likely, I know definitely we'll be doing more game seasons before football season officially starts. So we'll keep you guys updated.
2-2 to Colas. The pitch on the way is swung on and hit in the air to right field. That ball is out of here.
This guy's hitting like 220. Are you shitting me?
I'm sorry, not Luis Severino. Oscar Colas, the 8-hitter, hitting 220. And it's 3-0 White Sox.
We're tweeting again, guys. We're going to tweet again. A 220 hitter pulverizes a ball off Sevy. And we're supposed to think him pitching from the stretch changes jack shit.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Here is Elvis Andrus' strike. Go ahead.
But it's okay. It's okay, guys. Sevy was mad, so they caved. That's what they did.
You know what I always say about the Yankees organization nowadays? I'll say after the next pitch. Count is 0-1. The pitch on the way is to Elvis Andrews. Is strike two, swung and a miss. Everything is okay with the Yankees organization. Everything is okay.
No, Luca, you missed it. Michael Kay said that it's not Boone's fault. It's the way the team's constructed in injuries. You totally missed the fucking point there.
Yeah, I'm so wrong. Count is 0-2. The
Yankee fans are so wrong.
Andrews takes outside, count is 1-2. It's not like Boone's a complete Nimrod of a manager. That's right, he is. Punjabi Kings fan says 3-0 game. Is the game over, guys? Depends on how the offense plays, but
John says, Alex, it's okay. The tunnel is at the end of the light. Yes, the tunnel is at the end of the light. Scott says, what the hell happened to Hamilton? He pitched an inning and he left.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know what moron came up with this plan. Probably Aaron Boone and that dummy coaching staff in the analytics department, but it was not.
I just don't I don't get it. Like
3-2, swung on a miss. Andrews helped out Severino.
I'm supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be happy, right?
That pitch was right down the middle too. That wasn't a pitch that he couldn't hit. That was pitched right down the middle.
Like, what do you say to yourself? Like, obviously the Yankees let this shit happen because they caved to Sevy. But like, come the fuck on. Randy Vasquez, couldn't they call him up? I would have rather him pitch this game.
Here's Tim Anderson. Pitches in there for a called strike, but it looked a little low.
Hit the likey button, guys, by the way. Hit the likey button. We're enduring the pain with you. Unless you're a White Sox fan, then you're pretty happy. But then again, you might want to tank at the same time.
Count is 0-1. The pitch on the way to Anderson is swung and a miss. Nice change up there from Severino. Count is 0-2.
I mean, seriously.
Lorenzen is pitching for Philly. Thank you, Jacob, with the update.
Oh, yeah, he recently just got traded.
0-2. The pitch on the way to Anderson is downstairs. What's funny is, Tino, obviously, his father, Bob Boone, played with Pete Rose. That's what makes him more funny. I get what you're saying there, obviously, but just funny that they obviously played together. Anderson swings and misses.
Excuse me, hold on, time out. We're not begging for likes, Willie Hoops. Calm the fuck down.
We're just saying begging? Smack the like button.
Calm down, bro.
As that'll end the inning with the Yankees. I'm sorry, the White Sox put up 3 runs. 3-0 White Sox as we head to the top of the third.
Now I just lost my train of thought. Oh, here's my train of thought. Sevy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what they should have done with this idiot when they started realizing that he was struggling and not. They shouldn't have just said, okay, you're going to pitch from the stretch. They should have did the Manoah treatment. And how's Manoah looked since then? I'm pretty sure he's looked solid.
I got to look at the numbers, honestly.
Well, let's see. All right. I'll pull it up. I'm gonna do the before and the after All-Star stats.
JLuck243 says, what's the point of one inning of Hamilton? There is no point. You are 100%.
Trust the process, guys. Trust the fucking process.
Remember, guys, the process is more important than the results.
I sort of got it. Go ahead.
Even though that everything in this world is based on results instead of the process.
I feel like someone else, not Brian Cashman, said something about the results in the process, like in the way he said it, but I just can't remember who said it though. Splits. All right, let's see. All right, so I guess we could go off of this. I mean, his results haven't been that great. Holy fucking shit! How can you have a 1.62 ERA in June? Anyway, July 4.34 ERA 1-1, opposing average of 2.11. That's in 4 starts. August 4.05, 1 start, 1-0, 250 batting average against. So, that's Manoah. I'm not saying that like I would want those stats for Sevy, but
I think he should just be demoted.
Sevy's doing real good in a contract year. Let's just say that.
Demote him to the bullpen full time. In my opinion, is Rodon. We get to see his injury report. Eligible return August 22nd versus the Nationals.
You know what? I think honestly they should put Sevy on the IL. Missing testicles.
Here is Harrison Bader. First pitch on the way to Bader is in there for a called strike. What I think
Kitty Cat's having as a question for me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but let's see.
What's the Manoah treatment?
Oh, the Manoah treatment is sending him down to rookie ball.
Well, you don't have to send him down straight to rookie ball. You could send him down probably AAA or just demote it to the bullpen full time. 0-1 is in there for 0-2. Call strike at the bottom of the zone.
Utter garbage. Seriously. And people wonder why they look to football season and basketball season and hockey season and lacrosse season and any other shit.
Bader fouls it off.
But
Hold
also,
on a second.
All right, go ahead.
Alex. I'm sorry to interrupt. Hal does not understand why we were upset. He's confused.
Yeah. And then what was it? The article came out today, right? That Cashman is totally safe with his job, right? Unbelievable. And then I think it was like Boone is less safe.
Oof.
I think
Swing and a miss.
Bader's looking like a guy that should walk into free agency, in my opinion. But what the hell do I know? What the hell do I know?
Luke says, "I wish that Boone was never hired. 1 home run. Now we got to deal with this moron for who knows much longer." I mean, here's Ozzy Cabrera. I'll talk about it as I call this pitch, and obviously you guys could discuss too. This is an open discussion, open forum. First pitch from Clevinger on the way is swung on and fouled away. Fastball 95. You get rid of Boone, awesome. That's one thing. He's an incompetent Nimrod manager, and I've said it over and over again. But that's half the battle. You got to clean house. It's either you clean house or you keep everybody else. Not that I want to. It's just don't do this half-ass shit. 0-1, it is down to dirt.
Grunt 203. I know how don't give a shit about me. I don't go. I have not been to a Yankee game in a while. Like I will go if Killer Joe goes, but again, I'm not in a good situation money-wise to go to a Yankee game. I mean, I'll be going for NyynewsTV Day. That's the only day I go because we're the company that sits here and tells you guys the truth day after day. But
all outside count is 2-1.
No,
but yeah,
no,
yeah, I haven't been to a game since June, right? No, July 4th, because obviously that was a gift. Count is 2-1. The pitch on the way to Ozzy is swung on and fouled away. Willie Hoop says Trashman and Boone both should be fired immediately. Well, you're 100% right, obviously. We're all 100% right, but it's up to the Stooge, and that Stooge's name is Hal Steinbrenner. But I was in the what was I say? I said it in the car last night. We were going home for the Mets game. I said, John, the Yankees are winning right now. But did you know they struck out 15 times already? Jerry said 17, actually.
No. At the time I looked at my phone, it was 15.
Okay.
And then later on, yeah.
Count is 3-2. The pitch to Ozzy. Ball 4. He takes the walk.
Ozzy with a good at bat. I'm quite shocked, guys.
You're flabbergasted.
Clap for progress. As Kyle Higashioka will dig in. Pereira continues to hit in AAA. Yeah, I mean, there's reports that he's going to get called up soon.
They're going to play with his fucking service time, and I'm going to be so pissed.
Dominican and American is right. Smack the likey.
Thank you.
But
here's Higgy. First pitch is down. Count is 1-0. That was previously called a strike, but now it's a ball.
They're doing the same shit over in Metland with Mauricio, but I focus on Yankee issues. I mean, you know, obviously when I have
you could draw the comparison.
It's a comparison draw, yeah. Got 3 likes away to 150, yes.
Count is 1-0 to Higgy. The Yankee catcher. Second pitch is fouled away. But don't be like the Jets when you half-assed firings. Don't do that. Just learn from bad organizations, or when organizations were bad, should I say.
Well, the Yankees are a bad organization. Let's say that.
Laura, not spending any more money on the games with this shit show that's out there. Laura, I don't blame you one bit. Obviously, you do what the hell you want with your money. I'm not here to judge as this one's grounded foul. But you are just as pissed off as I am, where I'm not willing to spend money on this team. Obviously, I'm going for NY News Day because I want to be there. I want to meet you guys. You know, it's all for the fun of meeting you guys and all that. You know, being a part of this great company, great team. You know, we are, I believe, the best out there when it comes to Yankee content and telling you guys the truth and trying to unite the fan base. Count is 1-2 from Clevinger, and he goes for the pickoff move. Joan, you're absolutely right. If Cashman picks the next manager, what's the point? He's going to hire another donkey.
2 things to remark on in the chat. Ron, yes, I'm a Giants fan, and I will say I watched our first episode last night. It was pretty good. And Pete puts the link in the chat to our channel. Guys, if you haven't already, please sub up to Big Blue in the Bronx, which is my and Luca's channel. And also Angry John does some content on there as well. We appreciate you guys. I will be, if this is the game, like they don't score no more after the Yankees lose, I am spamming the Fire Boone Fire Cashman shirts on Twitter.
Yeah, guys, if you pick up those shirts on the Big Blue in the Bronx shop. Count is 2-2 as the count is even. 1 run on first, 1 out. Pitch to Higgy. Swung on and hit in the air to right. Kosas will make the catch. 2 gone.
Hey, Luca?
What? Colas, I'm sorry.
It's not what you want.
It's not what you want. Yeah, what's funny is, again, if you're a Big Blue in the Bronx, subscriber and you watch our content, we got the soundboard. So
yeah,
obviously Pete has the soundboard, but we got our own version. But anyways, Jake Bauers, the leadoff hitter, the one hitter, 1 for 1 today with 2 outs. Here in the third, first pitch on the way is in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1.
The Yankees were not even in last place in 2013 when they had that egregiously horrible roster. Am I correct with that?
I don't think they were last place. I think the Red Sox were first because they ended up winning the World Series. No, the Yankees were not in last place.
Okay.
Count is 0-1.
The Red Sox are winning right now, so if we lose, they win. We're back in last.
It is another called strike this time to Jake Bauers.
I didn't get to live 2008 Frankie. I was 5 years old, so.
Well, we didn't get to see it as baseball fans this season, but count is 0-2 with 2 outs. Runner on first. Pitch from Clevinger is swung on and missed. A beautiful changeup there from Clevinger. Nice movement heading to the outside corner, and that'll be the end of the inning. As the Yankees leave 1 runner on base, we head to the bottom of the third. It is 3-0 White Sox. The Yankees in 2013 were 85 and 77 ranking in third.
I mean, but that's okay. If we have people, I would freaking love to see some people in the dugout laughing. I would. Trust me. No, I would. And you know what? I will guarantee this, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow morning, if the Yankees end up losing this game, you'll get a rant from me because this is quite unacceptable again. It's just ridiculous.
It's an outrage. It is an outrage. The problem is, obviously, there's no urgency, there's no accountability. You make it a stupid decision, it's okay because everything is okay in the Yankee organization.
Yes, we will, Jerry. We will be at the stadium on the 23rd of September.
Yes, we'll be there for Iowa News Day. Absolutely, sir.
Yeah, we're not going to miss out on that. Not going to miss out on that, my man.
I believe the Phillies are in the 9th inning of their no-hitter. They are
70 is so bad, yeah.
They're literally 1 strike away.
Jeffrey's got the perfect comparison. The Yankees need to do what the Giants did: fire the head coach and the GM and clean house. I have more confidence in the Giants. The Yankees turning around. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I mean, the Yankees were about to do what the Giants were about to do. The Giants didn't execute on that. So if you guys remember, if any Giant fans in here, I'm just pulling out a reference from another sport, is they were about to hire Kevin Abrams as the GM, who was an in-house guy, and keep Joe Judge as the coach. They didn't do that. Mara decided to grow some testicles. Shout outs to Anthony Medina. They decided to grow some testicles, hired Joe Shane, Brian Dable. We go to the playoffs and obviously continued success. But they were also...
I'm sorry to interrupt. What point are you getting at with Mariano Rivera as a starter? What point is the Yes Network trying to get
Luis Severino is Mariano Rivera, obviously.
Jesus Christ. Narratives, propaganda, all that. I'm sorry to interrupt for that point. You were going on and on. It made sense. Great, conversation, but still, that just pissed me off. I'm sorry. Count is 0-2.
Apparently, Lorenzen, excuse me. I think he got his no-hitter.
Yep, he did.
That's okay. The Yankees got two relievers, and one of them is from AAA. That's fine, guys.
0-2. Benintendi takes high.
The worst thing they did was not picking a direction. Aaron Boone has become accepting of this garbage,
as Mike Francesa would say. Count is 1-2. The pitch on the way to Benintendi is swung on a chop up the middle, fielded there by Ozzie. Fields and fires, 1 gone.
And then to go back to the Yankees thing, because I know obviously the whole Mariano thing played in, but what was it? The Yankees were pending on hiring Tim Nehring as Cashman's successor, who's another front office cockroach
who's been there since like the early 2000s.
That's one of the Yankees' biggest issues. But I'm gonna wait for this at bat to concur.
Robert takes high.
I'm gonna wait for this at bat to occur, I should say. Yeah, there will be a rant today. Yeah, I bet a lot of people will be going off. I bet so.
Count is 1-0. The pitch on the way is way inside. Count is 2-0. But as you said, Alex, for your in comparison to your football team, what they did, or what they would have did, keep high firing Cashman and keeping Naring as the GM and keeping Boone would be like, as this pitch is swung on a miss there by Robert, it would have been like keeping Joe Judge and hiring Kevin Abrams.
I'm going to have to take a look, Frankie. I'll definitely take a look. What was I going to say, though? Philly no hit the Nats. Yeah. There's another point I was going to get at.
3-1 to Robert.
Marinara is lasagna. They all add flavor to the team. I mean, I like both. I mean, I'll take it.
Count is 3-1. The pitch is swung on and fouled off.
But yeah, what was I going to say? The problem with one of the problems with the Yankees, many problems, I think it's one of the greater problems. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know I haven't met TC yet, but great to meet all of you guys. Obviously, when we get to the 23rd, I mean, I can't
base
wait.
hit right field, Robert.
Can Sevy not start on the 23rd? I swear to God, if Sevy starts the 23rd, there's going to be issues. There's going to be issues. What was I going to say? But the problem with the Yankees is they've had guys in there from like 2000 and 1995 in there. Like that's the Giants did the exact opposite. They literally fired everyone that was a lifer.
Gene Afterman.
Gene Afterman, Damon Oppenheimer. No, not Oppenheimer as in Cillian Murphy Oppenheimer. I would trust Cillian Murphy Oppenheimer to run this front office better than Brian Cashman. At least he knows how to blow up a team.
Severino tried for the pickoff move. Eloy Jimenez is up at the plate. Runner goes. Strike, thrown out of second, not even close. Robert gets a clear steal of second base.
And this is not even just a tanking team. Like, this is not even just a tanking team. This is a misshapen locker room.
Mm-hmm.
They friggin' hate each other.
Right? You saw the reports from earlier this week. 0-1 Jimenez in their first strike count is 0-2.
Kevin Reese, that's another name. Thank you, Hirsch. Kevin Reese, Damon Oppenheimer, Gene Afterman. Yeah,
the another idiot.
Imagine if Billy Epler was in our front office. Imagine how good that would be.
No. That one's fouled off.
The runner was going, by the way.
That's what I thought is the fouled off. With Afterman, another idiot who attacked Yankee fans, because what failures do people is they deflect blame. And they make excuses to justify losing.
I do not have Kennergy. I didn't see them. I didn't see Barbie.
Especially built-in excuses. But anyways, the count is 0-2. Runner on second, 1 out. The pitch to Jimenez is swung in lines. It is diving catch made by Cabrera. Nice range there. 2 gone.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. I thought Oppenheimer was good, not great. My opinion. But again, some people disagree with me.
Great catch there as Severino was giving claps to Ozzie. Here is Yohan Moncada, 1 for 1 today. And Severino goes for the pickoff move as Cabrera stumbles a little bit, but the runner is safe.
Well, will the Yankees get out of this inning?
Runner goes. Strike, throw to third, safe at third base.
Wow, that's
awesome. Steals.
If he's safe, that's an awesome swim move. It really is.
Throw beat him, but we'll see if the Yankees are going to challenge. I doubt it.
No, probably not.
We'll see the replay here, and he is. Good call. He is safe. That right arm just gets in before the tag. And for some reason, IKF went for the body instead of the arm.
Again with the technique.
That one's fouled off. Maybe I'm critiquing a little too much, but I'm just saying I'm just pointing out as an observation.
Rick V, I would tend to agree in that sentiment. He did a good job. But let's see. Is Moncada gonna? He got what, the first hit of the game, I think, or one of the first hits of the game.
Well, for the White Sox, at least.
Well, yeah, no, of course. Nobody was talking about the sorry ass Yankees.
Count is 1-2. Runner on third. The pitch is high to Moncada. Count is 2-2. Severino's pitch count thus far is at 42 pitches, and he hasn't even pitched 2 innings.
Ron M says, "Who's the next manager? How long before the fans eat him up?" Also, I mean, it depends how the next manager is. Like, you would have to
base hit right center field. That will go into the gap. Fielded by Bader. Throw into second is not in time. As Moncada advances with a double, it is 4-0 White Sox.
I don't know I feel like Bader could have got to that a little bit faster because he was just like, all you can sit back and do is laugh at this point. I'm sorry, just like, how can you not? Merry-go-round, yeah, merry-go-round. I don't know, guys.
Vaughn hits this one in the right. Judge racing towards the track. He'll make the catch, and that'll be the end of the inning. White Sox get a run. Wonder if the Yankees are warming anybody up regardless. Well, it's at the top of the fourth. It is 4-0 White Sox.
Chris M says, I feel bad for Sevy. I don't. Xavier says, is this rock bottom losing to the White Sox? How much lower can you go than this? Like, you can go under 500, but like
under 500, that's it, I think.
You know, if the Yankees do go under 500, which I will have never seen in my life to like at this point in the season. But no, I mean, what can I say? What can I say?
I mean, are any of us stunned, to be fair? I'm not trying to be a negative prick, but still.
No. What happened to Sevy? Why are the Yankees still allowing him to pitch? Because he got frustrated. He got frustrated that he wasn't starting and threw a tantrum. Well, he didn't throw a tantrum, but he was a crybaby. Big fucking crybaby. 8.06 ERA. That was probably when they were warming up. 8.06. They say Boone has not lost the team. I think he lost everything. I think he lost his testicles. I think him and Sevy should be placed on the IL.
Boone had no testicles. Once he said that he got bullied by an umpire, that was it.
Yeah, it would be worse. Joker's deadly. I mean, we get to see the Washington Nationals in a few weeks. So, I wonder if the Nationals are going to turn it around like the Orioles next year. But hey, why not?
They'd have to have a good farm system, obviously. But it would
just imagine Frankie. Just imagine like Ted, like Ted the bear. But even coming out of the pen makes no difference. Yeah, again. This is a recurring issue.
He's just that ineffective. I have no clue why.
Yeah. We got 299 in the chat right now. Hit the like button. We got 31 away from 200.
Chris Perez Jr. jokes, where's Montas when you need him?
I could say something right now about Boone and kids, but I'm not going to.
It's better that you're not. Aaron Judge digs into play. The first pitch is outside.
No, I know, Brett. There's a lot of soft-ass Yankee fans. I said call up Vasquez. But,
timeout is called as
someone's
Andy
arguing.
Fletcher.
Or
is it pitch com or something's going on? Wasn't an argument. It had to be something else.
Pedro Grifol, by the way, is a fake tough guy. I just wanted to say that.
Count is 1-0 here to Aaron Judge, the Yankee 2-hitter. Pitch on the way is inside. Count is 2-0. I think Clevinger
Frankie,
wanted that.
you're reminding me of something else right now. I might just have to DM you on Twitter because I'm not going to start that conversation. Of course, you have to be verified. That whole Twitter shit is stupid. But I was going to DM you something and be like, that'd
Count
be the
is
joke.
3-0.
Because I don't want to really put it in the chat.
I think if you follow like certain people, you can
I follow Frankie.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't follow me back though. Mike says only chance for New York is the playoffs: Jets, Giants, Bills. I mean, you got the Rangers and you got the Knicks, but
Count is 3-1 to judge. Unfortunately, folks, I don't count the Bills as New York. I count them as South Canadian.
Foxy is a good point. Clevinger looks like he's about to take a shit.
He would have to crouch, but that is ball 4 to Aaron Judge. He'll be the first Yankee base runner.
Well, now it's called posting, TP. Now it's called posting.
Well, as we're going to see the Lorenzen no-hitter. I'm shocked that Lorenzen, out of all players who's had a bad season, would throw a no-hitter.
Well, Herman threw a no-hitter, but we all know how that ended.
Yeah.
Remember he was going to turn the season around?
Here is Gleyber Torres. Pitch on the way is swung on in line in the left field. That will bounce. It is a base hit. Will get front of Benintendi. Judge moves to third smartly. And the Yankees have runners in the corners with nobody out.
Let's see if they blow it or they still go out here and do their
Remember,
thing.
bases loaded, nobody outs on Monday several times. No runs. But I just want to add, Pete said at the time, and he's not wrong for saying this at the time. He said this could be either a turnaround kind of launch pad moment where you could, the season can only go up from here, or it could be one of those moments where they're just forgotten. And it seems to be. Stan takes a ball downstairs. He's also forgotten other reasons. But
the Yankees got infected with blue balls.
Stan hitting 203 on the season, 17 homers, 42 RBIs, 0 for 1. Clevinger from the stretch. On-0 pitch. Downstairs, but called a strike by home plate umpire Andy Fletcher. I'm sure Stan was not appreciative of the call. That ball was down.
Being that Stan has to use a walker every time, he gets the.
No, he runs with cinder blocks, or he runs with rocks in his pants. Count is 1-1. The pitch on the way in the dirt, and this will go behind Grandal as moving to second is Gleyber Torres.
More blue balls than the cast the Smurfs. That's a good point, Hirsch. 19 more likes to 200. People hit the like button. I didn't see the Smurfs movie. I haven't watched the Smurfs or any of that. Trace Thompson is now in the outfield.
I got to bring something up if Angry John is still in the chat. If he has not seen this already. Okay, the count is 2-1. I'll mention it afterwards. 2-1 pitch to Stan is inside 3-1.
It's a little odd. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's a little odd that now Robert is out of the game. Is he? I guess he's injured.
Yeah. I don't know what could be wrong with him. Maybe it's like an arm injury, pulled something when he was going for third. Jeff Brigham tonight for the Mets, Syracuse, was ejected for sticky substance.
That's funny.
Was it the third time this season? I know it's Syracuse, but still. 3-1. Stan grounds it to short. Anderson will field. Judge goes home, and the Yankees have put their first run on the board. It is 4-1.
Clap for progress, guys. Clap for progress.
As Stan gets the RBI.
That's okay. That's the only way he can get an RBI or a home run, and then everybody goes bananas.
So Robert was talking it over with some of his teammates, Eloy Jimenez, as Billy McKinney will be up at the plate.
You know what? I'm gonna go and tweet because I'm gonna tweet. Okay, I'm gonna go at the Michael K show. I'm gonna be like, this was no, this wasn't Cashman. This wasn't Boone's fault, right?
They'll say that he doesn't make the decisions, Alex.
Oh, please. He said that on John Boy and Jake that he makes all the decisions.
Then you got to pull up that clip, and once they come back at you and say that, you got to pull up that clip. The count is 0-1 because I'm the manager. 0-1, McKinney takes down the third. Count is 21.
I'm craving for some people just to put the block on me. Let's see. Decided to put Sevy in the second inning. He caved to his frustrations, but it's not his fault.
Count is 1-1. The pitch on the way to McKinney is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2.
Please tweet at me, please.
Rio Boshek, who obviously writes articles for NyynewsTV, says Severino pitching every fifth day reminds me of Andrew Heaney in 2021.
Andrew Heaney.
The home run ball machine. Everybody thought it was a bright idea to get him, but that's
I just
can he fouls it away? This will go in the seats.
But
the thing with Heaney,
what was it when he gave up like 4 home runs versus the Orioles?
He started the fucking Field of Dreams game. Home run after home run after home run after home run. A fly ball pitcher in Yankee Stadium. Gee, what's going to come of that? But anyways, folks, the count is 1-2. Pitch to McKinney. Outside, count is 2-2. IKF on deck, who would technically be the tying run if McKinney gets on. Clevinger at around 53 pitches here in the fourth. 2-2 with the pitch. McKinney pops it up. And this will be caught. And no, it's actually going to go foul. I have no clue where that
us out.
He faked out. Moncada looks like he faked out, either faked out or just lost the ball in the lights. I thought that was going to be a sure out.
Katie, you will live longer by missing 2 innings. You will live longer. Yeah, he duped us. He duped us.
Count is 2-2. Torres leading off a second. Pitch. High 3-2.
Did you see Sean Marash's tweet and not exactly what he said?
If it's about Robert Saleh, I muted him. I'm done listening to dumbasses from WFAN.
Roldy, what's up, my guy?
What's up, Roldy? It just, as the pitching, there'll be a mound visit here for the White Sox. Rendell will talk things over. I'm from now on, if I don't want to hear something, because WFN keeps popping in my feed, hit the mute button. That's all I got to do.
Honestly, you should just call into the show.
That's a waste of time because it'd be like arguing with the fucking brick wall.
I would call and be like, "You're a complete idiot because you don't know what you're talking about." Yes, John. Yep.
Eli, how about that name, Rick Ankiel?
Someone's birthday in the chat.
Happy birthday, Katie.
Yeah, happy birthday if it is your birthday.
Count is 3.
Those are the only team in New York. Sorry, I was swatting away a fly.
3-2. Pitch to McKinney. Popped up. This should be easy play for the outfielders. And this will be caught by Elvis Andrus, the second baseman. 2 gone. Anthony, unfortunately, I beg to differ on your point about the Bills being the only team in New York. I mean, they might be the only team technically in a New York town that is technically South Canada, but just have to point that. I don't mean it personally. It's just a joke, obviously. I just got to throw that in there as a Jet fan.
Roldy, I'm more than ready for football.
IKF takes high.
I know fuck all. Watching SEC football, watching this team, I would rather watch the Sun Belt Conference than watch this team.
I'd rather watch the decapitated Big 12 because it's slowly just not decapitated. It's just
Pac-12.
Pac-12. Whatever conference is slowly descending into dust that is somehow called a strike by Andy Fletcher, Count 21, because all these teams, Oregon, and you hear that Clemson and Florida State might make a run out of ACC and maybe into the SEC.
You said, what was it? Florida State and Clemson?
Mm-hmm.
Clemson,
IKF pops it up. This will be first base side into the seats.
Frankie, that's a strong statement right there. But
C-Rat says, I'm fishing in a video game. Literally more entertaining and fulfilling than watching the Yankees.
I'd rather watch paint dry. But we're here. Willie Hoops. He makes money.
1-2. IKF lifts one into center field, going back to the center field wall, and making the catch is the center fielder. And that'll end the inning, as that was Trace Thompson actually taking over for Robert. Yankees get a run back. It is still 4-1. Let me turn
Alex will be we'll be calling it. If that you're asking, we'll be calling a game tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll be calling it between the Pats and the Texans. Yes, John. Pink and Fry, thanks to our buddy Jetswiss Mess. What the fuck is this? What, the Yankees? They suck. Best explanation I could give. Yankees suck. But no, one run, guys. One run. Who's horrible? The Yankees? I know. Throw your questions and comments in the chat, guys. Throw your questions and comments in the chat. I'm sweating, but it's all for fun, guys. It's all for fun. 2023 Yankees, hot garbage. I'd rather have hot garbage, honestly. I would rather have hot garbage. I think I'd rather. Actually, no. I don't know if I'd rather have Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut or what?
No. I was like watching this team. Yankees are worse than Stanton running.
I mean, Stan running is a part of the Yankees technically, but I get what you're saying, Luke.
There's not many things worse than that. We are 4 likes away from 200, guys.
I mean, Stanton running is like watching a guy run with rocks in his pants, as I said, or him running with cinder blocks on his feet.
Gyro, what's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm gonna turn off this fucking dryer so it doesn't blast in my ear like some sort of friggin' Oppenheimer crap.
Frankie says he'd rather make out with a moose. Interesting. Grandal takes inside from Severino. How he's still pitching, I am amazed. Cat is 1-0. The pitch on the way to Grandal is high, 2-0. Thank you, Katie. A lot of hats, but thank you. I appreciate it. I always get, compliments on this. It's always so noticeable, obviously. Count is 3-0, but it's not about me. But thank you for the compliment. Severino from the stretch to the 7-hitter Grandal, and it's ball 4. Just no control in that at-bat whatsoever.
Why is he still in? I don't know.
Justin, I don't know.
Jake, I share that same skepticism with you. But this is the New York Yankees. Hey, what do I know, guys? What do I know? I'm not the GM. I'm not the GM. Kolas, the guy who hit a home run, is next.
Yep. Severino and Higashioka are going to have a chat.
We had 200 likes, guys. Thank you very much. Let's get to 210.
210 to 220. K9 Middleton, the former White Sox, is up in the pen.
Imagine he hits one of his guys and we have a brawl. I love that. Yeah, listen, Eli, whenever Pete needs us, we're here, man.
Of course. You always want to
Frankie, be... I would not. I don't. You're making a lot of strong statements. I don't know if I would agree with you on that one. Are they taking him out now? What was the whole conference on the mound about? Like, what are we doing here?
They just got him up. Like, unless they got him up between innings, but
yeah, pat him right on the ass.
I will say this again. I'm nitpicking. Severino just handed the ball to Boone's chest. What a fucking poor attitude. You just shit the bed, of course. I mean, I get you're pissed off, but still. How many chances are you gonna fucking get? Seriously.
That's what we've been saying.
It's like so noticeable. Like if you remember that time Trevor Bauer got taken out of a game, he threw the ball into center field. Like obviously that was a little more noticeable when it came to his anger. But Severino just threw the ball in Boone's chest. He didn't even handle the ball. No eye contact. That means you have no respect as a fucking manager.
Much appreciated, Luke.
I'm sorry. I flipped out for that. I'm sorry. Again, I don't mean to go uncomposed, but that's just something I pick up on. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It's utter nonsense.
You don't have any respect for a manager as a manager.
Well, it's our channel, Luke, so you're not really mistaken.
Yeah, no worries.
But watch Severino go sign with the Orioles. And,
Dirk says, why start Hamilton now? Severino just woke up. Did something happen? Yes. Severino got taken out of the ball game, obviously gave up 4 runs. And now, Foxy, like, I apologize sometimes. It's not like I know I'm right and you guys are going to support me and, we can have back and forth and whatnot. But just like I don't want my rants to take up the entire discussion because I want you guys to have the discussion. Obviously, we have a split discussion. So I don't want to focus on myself. Here we go. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You were actually about to mention the same.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, they're showing this quote. If we were a winning franchise, they'd be like, okay, yes. But, I mean, this is like, I don't know, man. You were about to say something. I can't put it into words because it's...
I know they're puffing up the Yankees again with this K.
They're puffing up the Yankees like they're so much better than the White Sox.
It's like you went from point A to point A2. You didn't really expand.
It's like you got an F on a test and then you got a fucking D afterwards.
Oh,
slight improvement, but not that much.
I remember our buddy Jose, or I should say my buddy, was telling me about Middleton as his pitcher's in there for strike. When he was with the Angels, he could not get outs. That's what he told me. But obviously with the White Sox, he changed a little bit. As Colas hitting .225, hit his 3rd home run of the season in the 2nd inning. Count is 0-1. Runner on first. The pitch to Colas is fouled off. And just the whole Severino thing, you're overworking the fucking bullpen again. Again, I don't mean to rant. I just got to point things out.
Hey, guys, where's Frankie Montas?
Count is 0-2. The pitch on the way from Middleton is swung on a miss. Nice changeup. Striking out his former teammate. There is, I think that's 1 gone. So on double check, yep, 1 gone. I was correct. Severino, you could look all pissed off from the dugout, but you fucking stink.
Someone should beat him with that fan.
Udell, what's up? I did see that from Michael Lorenz. The pitch is high. I'm sorry, outside.
I mean, seriously. Rodon's on the IL. Another injury the Yankees mishandled.
Frankie Montas is in Narnia. Rodon is in purgatory. Andrews with the base hit to left off his former teammate.
Now that possibly Middleton said all that crap, maybe, I'm not saying it's not true, but maybe these guys rally up against him. I don't know. I'm throwing shit at the fan and see what sticks. Two more likes to 210, guys. Hit a like a button. The like a button. Is this the team we should expect for the next few years? Oh, fuck yeah. If you got Cashman and Boone at the helm. Aaron,
unfortunately.
Doom, Aaron Goon, Aaron Bitch. I mean, you guys got
Anderson with a high fly ball. This is into right center field. Torres leans over, makes the catch. That is the 2nd out of the inning.
No, if Anderson hit a...
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, if Anderson hit a home run, I wouldn't be surprised. I would laugh, but go ahead.
I love Forex says, can we DFA Boone?
I wish. Down goes Spanky.
Spanky. Would he get into a fight? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I think he got into a fight with George. That's my thought process. See, I'm right about certain things. I really am.
Benintendi fouls a tip in the glove.
Last night, I called the Bellinger home run. John remembers it. I called the legend Danny Mendick coming into the game.
In the dirt, count as 1-1.
So there's a lot I'm right about. There's a lot I'm right about. Let's get to 220 likes, guys. Thank you so much for supporting.
Count is 1-1. The pitch to Benintendi is swung and chopped to the second baseman towards the fields. He fires. Easy play there, and that'll be the end of the inning. 2 runners left on for the White Sox. So we get to the top of the fifth. It is a 4-1 White Sox.
Woot, woot. DJ scratch with calf tightness. He was supposedly hitting well over the last few days. But, that's DJ LeMahieu. When he's not injured, he's not good. There's like a 3 outcome player. Not good, not injured, and performing decent for a small period of time. And then, injured. So, just listening to Sean Casey interview. First thing he says about the Yankees is it was much more information than I expected, and he feels overwhelmed with the calculations and data. There you go. See, that tells
Fucking
the whole
fed him garbage. They fed him garbage.
They fed him absolute garbage. There you go. That tells you everything you need to know. Literally everything. Once you just get to data and once you get to analytics and all that stuff, he was on Michael K. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't watch. I mean, I was thinking to myself, and I had this worry. I literally had this worry, and people were like, I don't know about that take. They literally said, no. I said, I'm not so keen on this Casey hire, being that he's coming from TV and he's a boony guy. Well, looks like the Yankees haven't done anything goddamn better.
The Yankees aren't letting him practice. The Yankees are not letting him practice what he preaches.
No, instead, Mike Fishman's the hitting coach. Because it's a mess, man. It really is. And it definitely can get worse from here, but the problem is the Yankee fans, at least smart ones like the ones we have in chat, want to stop it from getting to a very low point. Because if we're accepting now, at least some people in the chat, not some people in the chat, excuse me, some people in the fan base, they're accepting now, they're making excuses now. Imagine the excuses we make when we get under 500. Seriously. But
Harrison Bader fouls it off.
I love Forex. Even if Casey was an analytical guy or whatever the situation may be, he came from TV. So that's what the Yankees have to expect. He came from TV, right? How many of those worked out? Not many.
Bader fouls it off. Unless you're Joe Girardi, obviously being hired in 2008, which you already had managerial experience the year with, what's his name? The Marlins.
Yeah. Jackson, I agree. I can't do a Patrick Stewart impression, but I agree with you.
Bader swings and misses. Nice slide there from Mike Clevinger. One gone.
C-Rad, I agree. They should do it like the Ferry Hawks do it, but always sunny. Yeah, always sunny in Philadelphia. I can do a Patrick Starr impression. Does anybody have a corner?
Oswaldo Cabrera takes and fouls that off.
The Braves will destroy us. They won't sweep us because the Yankees will find a game to win. But it's mayonnaise instrument. Again, Squidward is so relatable. But I want to add that in there.
0-1. Down to the dirt. 1-1.
I wonder if all from this side will kill me. Let's look at White Sox. Clevinger's ERA is at 3.62, which actually isn't bad, but his record is 4-5.
1-1. Pitch is high. Pete says cup of coffee time. Wow. All right. Cup of coffee. All right. I'm not a coffee fan, but anyways, John says, let's try and communicate with it.
Duh.
Count is 2-1. The pitch on the way to Cabrera is swung on a miss, blown right by a fastball blown right by him, 2-2.
What was I going to say, though? Those three guys in that in that part of that one SpongeBob episode with the let's try to communicate with the stupid squirrel. That's Hal. That's Brian Cashman. That's Aaron Boone.
Yep. Count is 3-2.
And as Jared put in the chat, NYY News TV Day, September 23rd. Join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be a lot of fun to meet us.
Jack, I would agree with you. Jack, I agree with you 100%. Boone is a Barbie girl.
Where's the umbrella?
Count is 3-2. The pitch on the way is swung on and hit foul. Swung a ball 4 there.
Frankie, unfortunately not, because that day I have plans because it is my birthday. If it was my birthday, I would definitely make a trip out to see the guys.
Count is 3-2. The pitch on the way popped up. It's going to go in the seats. Frankie says, happy 10th birthday.
Multiply that by 2. Does that mean Cashman is Boone's Ken? Yeah.
Count is 3-2 once again. Clevinger was 70 pitches.
The 19th of August, Kyle.
3-2 again. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the glove. 2 gone.
I'm like Randy Marsh in that Shining kind of spoof.
Yeah.
This is like...
Yes, trivia question. The White Sox are one of 4 teams the Yankees have never played in the postseason. Who are the other 3? Let me also say this. What Aaron Boone moment, as we're going to obviously call the play, as Kyle Higashioka is up at the plate, first pitch is chop foul. Which Aaron Boone moment pissed you off more? I think I'm going to know the answer to this. I got bullied by an umpire, or when he brought out the 2004 Red Sox.
I would say the bully by an umpire.
I gotta say the Red Sox, because that's just pure fucking stupidity.
That's just like lack of self-awareness. Well, happy early birthday, Kyle. But
Yeah, happy early birthday. That's actually Saturday's the birthday, actually.
I mean, at that point in the season, I just wasn't shocked anymore. I was born first, by the way. I just wasn't shocked. I'm like, stupid, but not surprising.
Higgy fouls it off. I don't have any hope for this team anymore. 2 inconsistent, poor contact hitters, many strikeouts, pitching against the shambles. Sadly, I have to agree, Jerry.
Yeah, we've seen this team falling so far.
Awesome, Kyle. And you too, Jack, being born on the 29th of this month. I'll say when we struck out 21 times, and he said he had the opposing pitcher on the ropes. What was it?
That was against the Angels, right?
Did we call that game? I'm not sure.
I think we called the game after that.
Yeah, it was the game after that.
It was when I want to say it was a Herman start. It was. I remember, yeah.
Higgy gets tied up but pulls it foul.
Well, I mean, we don't get the buck as proud, but we do get, we're turning a corner.
Okay, so the Blue Jays, Nationals, and Rockies, they didn't usually do their usual answers where they give it the next half inning, but guess nobody had time to think. 1-2 pitch on the way. Higgy did go around. No, he did not, says the first base umpire. I believe that is Eric Bacchus.
Should have made it a little bit easier on us and just said, yeah, he went. Yankees not making the wild card.
Yankees will be playing cricket.
Please, they can't even play that sport correctly.
2-2. Strike 3 call. I don't know if that was on the swing, but I can tell you this much: that pitch was outside, and that'll end the inning.
Couldn't give 2 shits because we had.
Oh yeah, we had very good at bats. That's like in comparison to John. Obviously the Mets manager Buck Showalter saying, he's proud.
Unbelievable. Jack, yeah, I agree. Just wrong. But let's see how many strikeouts the Yankees have tonight. Let's see. We got 6, so it's not. We battled, guys. We battled.
We'll get to 10.
We'll get to
Bet
10
your ass
easily.
we'll get to 10. Why make a wild card? The objective is to win the World Series, and Boone's Bunch don't have that.
No, of course not.
I don't think the players have the killer instinct, and I don't think the manager has the killer instinct because it's win and get in. It's just get in the playoffs, and then now what? They don't have true goals, not at all.
Time for Yankee fans to start wearing bags over their heads at home games. I'll do that. I mean,
if there's, I'm sorry up again. If there's anybody like a legal aid attorney or somebody in the chat that does with legal stuff, I've been hearing that people are bringing Brian Cashman posters to Yankee Stadium, not posting them on like the walls and shit, but they're having that taken away from them. Is that legal to do, to take away the posters? Because how I see that, that's just general censorship, and it makes no fucking sense. That's called paranoia. But if you're more concerned about a Cashman poster than your actual team, you got a lot of problems. Just talking about Yankees general security, this.
Well, if I come in with a Brian Cashman, a Fire Cashman, Fire Boone shirt, you know what? They can just take. They don't eject me from the stadium. You can take the shirt off of me, like that's, and then I'll accuse you of touching me, and then we'll have a lawsuit. But hey, what do I know?
You're right. Well, I'm seeing that is their business. That's why I asked for legal stuff as the pitch is downstairs.
If Trace Thompson hits a home run, he's hitting 159. I'm gonna scream of laughter. Bad take. Brian's in the chat. What's up?
What's up, Brian? Counters want to know the pitch to Trace Thompson is a base hit over the glove of Oswald Cabrera. Sorry,
a fourth is bad. A fourth is bad. 159. Will Pons had posters removed. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all because
the question is, did they do that in Oakland though? That's my question.
I don't think they did, but I could be wrong.
Again, it's more about legalities. That's why I was asking. It's my opinion, censorship, but if it's like they're right, then I guess. But it's just pitch it to Jimenez is fouled off. Again, I understand what you guys are saying. I comprehend that, it's their business, but to me, it's just like if you're worried about posters about firing Brian Cashman, and then your actual product on the field, that's your $200 million plus payroll team. You don't really have your priorities set straight, and that's the problem with the urgency and shit. That's just my opinion. I mean, I understand the legalities and all that, the legalese, but I just don't understand.
Shout out to Burnt Ballsack.
Thank you, Mr. Burnt Ballsack. Counters 0-1. The pitch is downstairs. Counters 1-1.
They don't do anything in Oakland. The employees don't care. The PA announcers asked to tip the vendors. That's a fucking disgrace. All right, so Hirsch is going to be a Secretary of State in Pete's system.
1-1, 1-2, and Jimenez is not happy with the call. That pitch was low. I gotta agree.
On the tickets, it says they can remove any sign or banner at any time at their discretion. Well, I'll come in with a shirt. How about that? I'll come in with a shirt.
Then if that's to me, that's got to be like the only shirt you wear. Make him go shirtless.
Yeah,
but again, I understand the legalities and all, but I'm just saying if you're more worried. 1-2, pitch is high, throw to second is not in time. Stolen base that time for Trace Thompson.
The hell am I trying to say? I was on a train of thought and it crashed just like the Yankees. So
yeah, he's safe at second.
No, he's clearly safe.
John is the enforcer.
And Hirsch is apparently Secretary of State.
2-2. Jimenez fouls it off. Apparently, I will tell you this. Middleton, I think it was Middleton or somebody else, whether it was a reporter or whatever, said that Jimenez is a cancer in the locker room.
I can't say I'm too surprised, honestly. I can't say I'm too surprised.
Guys, let's also get those likes up. We appreciate all your
like
comments.
button.
Hit the like button. Pitch. Jimenez hits a ground ball, and it's off the glove of Torres into right field.
What a fucking asshole. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck
Folks,
you.
If you're betting on a Gleyber Torres mental error tonight, you've got your money.
Go fuck yourself. Seriously. What are we doing? No, what the fuck are we doing? What are you fucking doing?
He did not have to scoop that. Not at all.
What the fuck are you doing?
This is why he leads second baseman in errors.
No, but what the fuck are you doing?
Here's Yoel Moncada, 2 doubles and an RBI. Pitch from Middleton is outside.
And we all know he's not going to get benched for that, right?
Again, everything is...
Yeah, I did say that. He's continuing on that train, John. Most errors.
Strike call to Moncada.
This team is a fucking joke. Seriously. Fucking unbelievable.
Pitch to Moncada is popped in the air to the left side. Coming in is IKF, and he fucking dropped it in foul territory. This is a fucking circus.
This is fucking hilarious, bro.
This is
oh
a
my
circus.
God. Everyone get your fucking popcorn ready. This is hilarious. Bro, oh my God. Holy shit. This is a circus.
This is IKF for the pop-up.
You know what? John, you remember that TikTok that went viral, right? Remember that TikTok that I had that had 40K views? We're doing another one tonight. Just off this game alone.
Just off this inning alone. It's contagious.
The Yankees season and a few plays. That's what it is.
The 2-2 pitch to Moncada. Lines right at Torres, Fields, fires, and this will be a double play.
Oh, he could play that one. Wow.
Both were off hops, though. That's what I don't understand.
Just clown show.
Clown shoe garbage.
Well, I've been accepting of this garbage.
Can we put the Yankees in Comedy Central?
That's offensive to Comedy Central.
That's offensive to actual comedy, to be fair.
Hopefully somebody clipped that IKF miss. I'm gonna put that in a TikTok.
ESP what would it go on? ESPN's not top 10?
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Larry David music. Thank you, John.
It would be the curb your enthusiasm. Swing and a miss.
Thank you, John. I was thinking about doing like a part 2 with the circus music again, but I'm like, you know what? That's even better. Thank you, John.
Wandy Peralta is up in the bullpen for the New York Yankees. C-Rad, I also agree with you. This is literally what I talked about. This is pitches swing and miss. When you asked me about Gleyber, and I said in my opinion hasn't changed, that is why. Timeout is called by Andrew Vaughn.
This is utter garbage. Utter garbage.
Count is 1-2. The pitch to Andrew Vaughn is way outside.
Could warm up a second baseman. How about warm up an entire team? Fire everyone except Meredith? Yeah.
2-2 to Vaughn is chopped. Slowly the third, fielded by IKF, fires, and I'm surprised they got throw off. They get him. That'll be the end of the inning. The White Sox get a run. It is 5-1 as we head to the top of the sixth.
Well, Andre, I know Pete will definitely do that. If what do you call it? If he fucks up again. But if for some reason we do call a game and Garrett Cole's pitching and he sucks, I'll do the voice. But I know there's some other guys that could do it a little bit better than I can. Yeah, Willie, no, I agree. He's not a winning player. Like, he's not a player that should be on the forefront of a winning team. My opinion. You guys can disagree. Rainbow Connection, no, I cannot sing that. But we're scoring 3 runs this inning. and giving up, 4 in the bottom half? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just being a little pessimistic at this point. I'm also very hungry. Just end the season already. That sounds like the Jets.
Let's see. Chris Kirshner, who I actually think somewhat decently of, put on Twitter the Yankees are in danger of losing 4 of 6 this season to one of the worst run professional sports teams.
Yeah, but how does it know why we're mad?
Clown.
I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. Let's see. Sevy's ERA 8.06. Yeah, I thought it was. Everyone but Cole are losers. I'm a New York Giants fan, Barbara. Luca's a Jets fan. And we cover the Giants over on the Big Blue in the Bronx channel. So if you haven't already subscribed and all the good stuff, we're coming out with a roster prediction tomorrow. But Michael Lorenzen, yeah, solid season, no hitter.
Yelvis says Giants baby Danny Dimes.
That's where it's at, guys. That's where it's at. Friday.
Bowers takes slow to Clevinger.
This might be the most watched preseason football for any New York team or any team where that person is a Yankees or Mets fan. Because New York baseball fucking sucks.
Can't even really watch minor league baseball at that rate. But the count is 2-0 here to Jake Bowers, but you're absolutely right.
Because it's not like any of those guys are coming up. Like, I don't know. What do I know? I know also that like the Rail Riders got no hit through like 8 innings last night. It was Mike Vasile for the Syracuse Mets.
Lambert is up in the pen. Let me get a first name on that.
Adam Lambert, he's touring with Queen.
Yes. 2-1 to Jake Bowers. Jimmy Lambert, that is his name. The pitch on the way is swung on and foul. Count is 2-2.
The college baseball team could beat the Yankees this year. I mean, that happened like a few years ago to the Phillies.
It was University of Tampa. It was the University of Tampa who beat them. And I don't even know of any players who went to the majors on that team. I could be very wrong, though.
I would have to look at the lineup, but I think I'll take a look. Imagine they turned into football players, like hockey players. That would be interesting.
Wojo says Dem boys about to whoop the Giants for like the 12th game in a row.
Okay, keep that same energy.
2-2. Bowers hits one in the other center. Coming in is Thompson. Anderson will actually range over and make the catch. One gone.
It's not really his ball, but I guess we could do that.
What was that?
Was that 2014 that they were?
Yeah, University 2014 or 2015.
Let's see.
I'm trying to look at the box score.
I remember Sean was bragging to people about it, and nobody cared because nobody's a Phillies fan up there.
Oh, it's also spring training, but Division II college team. That's who they lost to at the time. Clevinger will now face Aaron Judge.
The Yankees will be next.
Pitch on the way to Judge is swung on to him the other right. Going back is Colas, and he'll make the catch. It is 2 gone. Yeah, it was Colas. It was right this time. He's coming up is Gleyber Torres.
That's funny. The Somerset team is more exciting than the Yankees. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Full of garbage. Full of garbage. It's absolutely garbage.
I do have the box score, by the way.
Okay.
Gleyber Torres swings and grounds it to second. Fielded by Andrews, and he throws over to Vaughn, and that'll be in the inning as it is a 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 5-1 White Sox.
Melatonin, guys. Melatonin.
All right.
Watching the SEC football teams in training camp is better than watching this team. I mean, watching any team in training camp is better than watching the Yankees. So, the Yankees need angels in the outfield. Come Christopher Lloyd.
I'm just looking through these guys. So Andrew Amaro, who actually now coaches, I think, LaSalle baseball. I don't know where LaSalle University is.
I've heard of it. I just don't know where it is.
Philadelphia. He played in the minor leagues for a bit, but not too long. He was drafted in 2011. Originally drafted 2011. Now drafted. Funny enough, drafted in 2015 by the Phillies. And he played one season in the minors, playing for the Blue Claws and the Crosscutters.
We just fast forward to the end of the season so we don't have to watch this mess. Grunt M says Grichuk with a nice grab, imagine. Well, I didn't want Grichuk. He's having a nice year, but he's on the Angels now. They haven't won a game since, but I mean, we're talking about the Yankees, so it's not like anyone could talk. This team makes me want to drink.
Me too. Sky, you're absolutely right on that. I'm still looking up these players, but obviously got the game back. But Giovanni Alfonso, who was the shortstop for the Spartans, played a little bit for, I believe it was the Marlins organization, but that was more like...
So most of them turned into bums.
For most of what I'm seeing, yes.
This is the next team that'll beat the Yankees. Yeah. Wandy Peralta now in a game, 208 batting average against 3.27 ERA, 49 games, 3-2 record. Let's get to 230 likes. Hit the like button.
They're Steven Desi, 1 year in the minors. Again, this is Division 2 team, but here's Yasmani Grandal. A single and a walk for the catcher, the White Sox catcher. First pitch, batting on the right side, takes call strike.
Folks, this is why I don't get hype when Aaron Boone decides to throw a hat.
0-1. Grandal takes downstairs. Did he go around? No, he did not. 1-1.
Nationals getting they got no hit against the Nationals. Surprise. Oh man. And then I saw some comments like Yankees are as funny as watching South Park. South Park's on another level of fun. See, this is like comical funny, but it hurts because you're a Yankees fan. 3 hits. How's Sean Casey doing?
So this guy, Nick Flair, hit 348 in rookie ball over 54 games, and he never appeared in minor leagues again. 2-1. Grandal hits it foul. This was another guy who was a part of that Tampa Spartans team. All I see right now is just a bunch of minor leaguers.
Aaron Boone's favorite movie this year is Barbie, no doubt. That's something he shares in common with Frankie. But Frankie's also not managing the Yankees. Are they still making Gleyber excuses yet, Tyler? I don't have my TV unmuted.
Gleyber throws out Grandal, 1 away.
We got 1 month tomorrow till football begins for my team at least. And maybe many of your teams as well. John, see you later.
Here is the lefty Oscar Colas. Pitch is swung and missed. Strike 1.
Judges the gentle giant. Yeah. Kind of looking that way.
I kind of want to see him break a TV, though, like get pissed off, fouled off.
Can't take Michael K anymore. I haven't taken Michael K since 2020.
I haven't taken him seriously for a while. Count is 0-2. The pitch from Peralta is swung on in line foul down the right side.
I mean, I'd rather play Happy Wheels than
Jesus, you came out of that. You came with that game out of nowhere.
I don't know what to say.
0-2, down in the dirt. Does not offer at it.
But what do you call it, Luca? If Brian Cashman was fired by the Yankees today, he'd have a job tomorrow. That means the whole world to me. That means everything to me.
Swung on a miss by Colas, and it's 2 gone.
That's just Andre. Yes, I am. There are 3 preseason games, Jerry, 4 for the Jets because obviously they had the
Oh.
Hall of Fame game against the Browns. But what do I know, guys? What do I know?
Not one player from that Tampa team is relevant.
Exactly. But that tells you literally all you need to know. Yeah, I'm the Giants fan of the two. Can't wait for football season. That's all I'm gonna say.
Pitches a ball to, and Andy Fletcher comes out. Not sure what he's lurking about, but anyways, count is 1-0 to Elvis Andrews. Pitch to Andrews is inside, count is 2-0.
Howell, Boone, and Cashman and Three Stooges. Yep. Brett's a Dolphins fan. Interesting. I'd get excited for the Dolphins over the fucking Yankees. So.
Strike to Andrews. He did not like that call.
Disrespect to the Three Stooges. I agree.
Pitch outside.
Alex and Luca rant. I mean, I'll probably have a rant on my channel. I know probably Pete will go off. I would imagine he does.
3-1. Strike to Andrews.
Watch that talk, DJ Steals. We know, I know that the Giants are going to beat the Pats. Trust me. I know it's going to happen.
3-2. Peralta from the stretch. The pitch on the way. Swung and chopped to third, fielded by IKF. He fields, he fires, and he gets Andrews. So that'll end the inning. We head to the top of the 7th. It is still 5-1 White Sox. Just going to blow my nose real.
11, Andre. I think he's going to have another interception fulfilled season. Hopefully Alabama football saves me. I think they will. I think they will. 278 in the chat, guys. 230 on the likes. Hit that like button.
Let me ask you this. If the Yankees were a college football team, what would they be? Notre Dame?
Oh, God. No, I think they're worse than Notre Dame right now. Someone said Oregon. That could be one. I feel like Rutgers isn't. I feel like Rutgers is like Baltimore in terms of the Orioles because they did better than much expected, though. Though I hate Rutgers. Nassau Community, Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt's in a terrible. They're just terrible. They have a terrible football program.
Well, the Yankees aren't that bad. Barbara, by the way, in terms of what was I going to say? Giants content and Giants live streams. My channel, Big Blue in the Bronx. We do all that sort of stuff. So hit the subscribe button over there. Appreciate it. Florida could be, yeah. Alex hate Rutgers. No, I mean I just don't like Rutgers fans. Like they get teams in the Big 12 get so cocky for no reason, and they go to nothing. Like they don't do shit. Northwestern, I'm going through a ton of shit right now.
You mean the Big 10?
Yeah, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Big 12 and Big 10 are not that similar.
Let's go
Big 12's.
I'm gonna say
I'm
gonna say Florida or LSU, except for the fact that LSU,
actually won something.
Well, they won something recently. So we head now to the top of the 7th. It's the Big 18 now. Yeah, you're right. Or we could be Florida State or Michigan because we never come up into big spots. Jimmy Lambert is now on the mound.
2-1 with the 5.60 ERA, 31 strikeouts in 27 innings, 7 home runs given up in those
279
innings.
opposing average.
Here's Stanton. First pitch is in there for a called strike, and knuckle curve.
Oh, fuck was that? He could have jammed that one. I'm going to predict something, right?
Okay.
By the way, Barbara, it is Big Blue in the Bronx. So, for also anyone out there.
Driven to right, going back. That ball is out of here.
I was literally about to call it. I swear to God, I was literally about to call it. I saw the opposing average. I saw the home runs given up. I'm like, Stan's going to hit a home run that will mean nothing to this team. And just take a look. Nobody in the dugout is excited or nothing. So that's okay, guys. That's okay.
Giancarlo Stanton with a bomb to right field, 408 feet as the Yankees trying to creep in. They're now only down by 3.
I was 2 seconds away from saying it, but that's okay. I can be right.
That
I can be
is
right on other occasions.
That's Lambert's 8th home run given up as a reliever. Not obviously not good. Obviously not what you want. Pitch to McKinney is in there for a strike.
I mean, he's throwing cock shots, so.
I see that your buddy Tana had an interview with Trey Hawkins, DB coach.
Yeah, he does a good job. He does a good job over there. I know he was saying that on.
He's going to post it in about a little bit. 0-1. Strike 2.
We will win? I hope so, I guess.
Aaron Bummer's up in the pen.
Is he a bum? Twiggy. Solo home run, yay. Yeah. Where's the... that looks like the twig is in like the South Park twig. Is there Mr. Hat too? I got to study for fantasy football.
Count is 0-2. The pitch on the way. And McKinney lines a base hit, gets past the glove of Anderson. So the Yankees, could they have a rally going?
Oh, rally. Yay. But let's see. Let's see if they have a rally. Who's up now?
It is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
I want to know why he's hitting above Bader.
Pitch to IKF, ground ball, base hit left side.
I guess my questions are answered. That was honestly one of the worst guys you could have put in there, Lambert. Knowing the guy gives up cock shots left and right.
I'm looking at the lineup. I don't see a straight lefty for the Yankees until Bowers. So, because I'm just like basing off lefty-lefty matchup. Obviously, Bummer's the lefty warming up the pen. I just don't see them, I don't see any lefties till then.
Just remember, guys, Harrison Bader said at the end of the Astros series, though we lost the game, that they were playing a good brand of baseball.
And they were coming back. So Harrison Bader is up at the plate with 2 men on and nobody out.
Appreciate that, Barbara. And we got another gifted membership from Chris. Let's see who it lands on. Katie's got the gifted membership.
Congratulations, Katie.
Chris Hogan says it would be 1 membership for every 100 likes. We'll appreciate it, Chris, and congratulations to Katie. Get all the good stuff that comes with the first package for the memberships.
Bader takes downstairs. Lambert is struggling right now.
Got a membership on our birthday, too. That's another one. So YouTube knows. YouTube knows. Little sweetener. There. And who's after Bader?
It is Oswaldo Cabrera.
Okay. So that can mean a lot of different things.
3-0.
Are they seriously about to blow it here?
I mean, the White Sox are far more mediocre.
But we're also stooping to their level.
By the way, Everson Pereira hit a home run, 3-run home run tonight. Just thought I mentioned that. The count is 3-0. The pitch on the way to Bader is there for a called strike.
We're going to wait for his service time. What's his idiot's name? Jimmy Lambert?
Yes, Jimmy Lambert.
It was probably a supporting cast of Adam Lambert on his recent tour. Yeah, he hasn't been good through his career. 4.33 ERA.
Ball 4. Lambert thought he had the pitch. And it looks, in my opinion, it looks like they'll probably take out Lambert here. In my opinion, I would think. I'd be stunned if they didn't.
We also have another gifted membership from Brett. And it's going to Joker's Deadly Gaming. Appreciate Brett for giving out the membership. And Joker's Deadly Gaming, congratulations. Congratulations.
So it does look like they will go to the bullpen, as Ozzy Cabrera will obviously take a seat in the dugout for now until the pitcher warms up. That is Aaron Bummer coming in.
So he's what, a lefty?
Yes.
So you would imagine they bring up Volpe here, maybe, right?
That's a possibility if he hits lefties poorly.
Well, let's see. All right, let's break it down. So Cabrera, he is hitting, and they don't have an off day tomorrow night, right? The Yankees, or do they wait till Friday to go to Miami?
They have an off day tomorrow.
Okay, thank fuck. Anyway, let's see. Splits. All right, versus lefties, 182, righties, 212. So that's Ozzy Cabrera. Anthony Volpe. Take a look at him. Anthony Volpe. Where are we? Right here. Volpe, splits against righties, 204, lefties, 235. So it's really a pick your poison. Pick your poison. But again, we appreciate you guys in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Become a member. And buy your tickets to NYY News TV Day. Who's on the bench? Volpe is one of them. Roardvet, LeMahieu, and Greg Allen. Greg Allen is hitting 158. But that's in limited opportunities. I mean, he's a bench player. What the hell am I going to sit here and complain about? We'll see.
Clevinger had a really good game. But obviously it's the bullpen's game to lose at this point. As Bummer, 3-2 with a 6.53 ERA, 40 innings, 49 strikeouts, 19 walks with a 2.31 opposing average, despite the high ERA.
Have super chat here from Grunt M203 999. He says, "Great, nice job tonight, fellas. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Appreciate it, guys. Let's get to 250.
Barbara's nephew, his name is Luca too. So
thank you. That's awesome.
Yes, like the stream. Let's see what Oswaldo does.
Strike call here on the outside corner to Cabrera.
If we did this every night, I mean, I wouldn't want to take away Pete's job.
Right.
So I also probably would need blood pressure medication.
1-1.
Yes, Hirsch has got a link in there to how to become a member.
Pitch to Cabrera is swung on a miss right through a sinker. Count is 1-2.
Let's see what happens here. Let's see.
Count is 1-2. The pitch. Call strike 3. One gone.
Ozzy doesn't know how to do anything at the plate. Thank you, Anthony Medina. Yes, everyone hit the like button if you can, please. We got to do. I'm sorry, we haven't done it tonight at all. Grunt M with another super chat. This man has money trees.
Man, but thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. He says just adding a bit more than 1999 wasn't working. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. We got to do it with Aaron Boone. Imagine that's
grounded a second, fielded second on the first. It is a double play.
Good job, Yankees. Awesome job. Double play. Fuck out of here.
Believable. Bases loaded. Nobody out. But we're going to hear after the game, folks, a lot of good at-bats.
Yep. We didn't execute. We have to get better. Love this, guys. Great progress right here. Got to clap for progress. Fucking assholes. Seriously. This is the story of the New York Yankees, everybody. I want to find a stat or a website where it literally has the thing of what the average is of runners in scoring position. Seriously, like I need to find a site that has that because I feel like the Yankees would be like 28th. Why is Cabrera in the majors? Because the Yankees are stupid. That's why. And Cabrera is not a major league hitter, and he does not have good at bats. I want to find a ice pick and jam it in my eye. You know, I do have in the lunchroom, I got bleach, so maybe that could work for myself. Or, for instance, I could always take this and hit it over my fucking head. I'm not going to do that, though. Why is Higgy still on the team? Yeah. No, that's pretty fair. Why is Higgy still on the team? This team is feeble. But we appreciate you guys for sticking in through all this tough stuff that we got here.
Is that? Oh, I forgot Todd Frazier.
Yeah, he's becoming a Yankee boy. Maybe.
He shit the bed in the playoffs so bad.
This team is so predictable. I forget who said that, but yeah. Embroy, I apologize if I messed that up, so I'll say Acevedo too. I'll say this, like someone described me the move that the New York Rangers made for Peter Laviolette. They didn't go up, they didn't go down, they went left. The Yankees didn't sell, they didn't buy, they went left. That's exactly what they did, folks.
Or they went right, whatever direction.
Whatever direction.
Whatever floats your boat, as Wandy Peralta.
They went upside down.
Yes.
Really do that.
First pitch to Anderson is swung on a miss. Count is 0-1.
And the Yankees will not have a position like that with the bases loaded to the rest of the game. That was their time to score. Literally, you cannot make this shit up, but you could also make this shit up and call it.
Pitch is inside. Count is 1-1.
No, I'm not gonna fucking hurt myself. Why would I hurt myself at the cost of this team? Who's up? Albert Abreu, the official mail-in guys?
And then you go around, noses the first base umpire, Eric Bacchus.
How does this happen? Couldn't tell you. Oh, wait, I could tell you. That's right. We have feeble management. This team sucks.
No, we're plush.
We're
People
plush.
for the Mets. We're plush.
We're
Anderson
plush.
check swing. That'll go foul.
I mean, seriously, this is what this team is. We've lost to the White Sox. We've lost to the Cardinals, series-wise. White Sox twice, actually, right? And what's the other one? Fuck, man. The Rockies.
2-2. Anderson fouls it off.
Acevedo, you're right. What was the other one? Oh, yeah. Moreno's going to watch a movie. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Low Temp says, what about Robert Sala's speech?
Loved it at the beginning of Hard Knocks. Loved it. Anderson grounds to Torres. He fields, he fires, he gets him. I mean, Salah's good for that shit. Now, we got to obviously put it on the field this year, but that was 100% facts.
How in the hell do you, seriously, like, how do you keep losing like this? I'm not even joking anymore. $280 million in this?
Benintendi takes a call strike. Alex,
got a football question each. Alex, at least the Giants had an offense bounce back day. Yeah, no, I was very proud from what I heard. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a quote for a Buck Showalter. But no, I was proud. You know, Daniel Jones bounced back. I don't think the starters are going to play on Friday, but I'd rather watch that in this fucking team.
Oh, and Dose to Andrew
Christopher
Benintendi
says, "What's going on in Jetland?"
Joint practices with Carolina. Actually, our buddy, I'll just mention in a sec. The pitch is downstairs. Buddy Jigaman Porto was actually at the Jets Carolina practices. I don't remember what university. It's like Walford or something like that down in the Carolinas. Defensive line had a very good day. The offense had a rough day. Obviously, the offensive line's a problem, but the 1-2 is swung on a miss. Is 2 gone. But that remains the concern of the team right now. But I'm still excited for the team regardless.
I agree with you, Brian. I hope the Giants stay healthy this season. Is this Wandy's second inning? Yeah, right? 26 pitches. Is that Monet print? Yeah, I mean it might be. And I'm not before anyone know, yes, I do know the painter Monet, but right now I don't have a good chair. So like for instance, I have a awesome backdrop that a fan actually mailed to me. But I can't use it right now because I don't have any good chairs, so I got to search for a chair.
Strike to Trace Thompson.
You really wish that, low temps? But hey, obviously clean house like Giants did, yeah. But maybe it's I don't know. I don't know what the issue is in Buffalo, but they are playoff chokers. I will say that from an outsider.
Count is 2-1 to Trace Thompson. Pitch. That's not even close, but it's called a strike.
I guess the umpire wants to go home, and not like people in the chat. They want the game to end. Oh, you are a Bills fan. New York Giants manager cares about the team. Yeah, love Brian Dable.
2-2. 3-2.
And then what was the other comment I was going to get to? Want to see the Giants beat the Eagles this year? Yeah, no, I'd love to see it, man. Love to see it.
Full count on Trace Thompson. The pitch fouled off. He stays around.
Being that they owned us and I lived an hour and a half from Philly most of my life, yeah. The Royals officially lost. That means we'll be in the basement after this game. That's good to know, guys. Clap for progress. Clap for progress.
Count is 3-2. Pitch. Ball 4. Wow. Wants to know where that missed.
Wow. Wow. I feel like Boone's going to say something to the umpire once they're done. Wait, guys, hold on, timeout. We got a new Yankee. We got the Yankee tradition going again, taking a pitcher out with 2 outs.
Here comes Albert Abreu.
Yeah, Albert Abreu. Yay. At least Joe Judge talked a tough game until he said, "Let's go back to the film," and then he said, "Right there" every single time. That's when I had it with him.
Also, when he basically made your organization a laughing stock.
Yeah.
When he criticized
I said fire him for weeks. But yeah. Medina, hey Alex, what do you think of the Giants D going about the Giants D going in the season? Yeah, a lot of moving pieces, man. I recently did a video on why the edge rusher room is actually going to be the X factor rather than the linebackers and the corners. But Deonte Banks, I would like to see him what he looks like this preseason. Same thing with Trey Hawkins, who's our 6th-round rookie. He's played really well in camp. I'd love to see him get 1 reps. A lot of upside. I don't see this team really going down, like legitimately down. I think it's 7 to 8 wins, and then it's just up from there. I don't think you could go much down than that, unless something strategically bad happens. But no, I mean, I'm very excited for Okereke and all these other different guys.
Please see.
But Giants will win 10 games this year. I think I said 9 or 10. I would say 9 or 10. And then, Frank, are you going to do streams for every Giants and Jet game? Unfortunately, I have this thing where it's called, except for the Thursday night game against the 49ers, we'll be calling that with Sox Arizona. I have this thing where every time I stream a Giants game, we lose. So it's happened. Shut up. It's happened like once or twice to me, or maybe even 3 times. But we will be streaming that 49er game. That's for sure. The Yankees fans need to stop showing up to games and buying merchandise. I haven't showed up to a game in a few weeks, but only the cheap games I'll go to. But then that's iffy with me. That's iffy with me, man.
The great Albert Abreu is on the official mail-in Tank Master.
If Albert Abreu
strike
was an object, it would be a white flag.
Fair enough. Count is 0-1. Abreu from the stretch delivers. Ball 1.
Stevie Wonder's superstition is real. No, I agree. By the way, guys, we're 4 likes away from 250. So hit that like button, subscribe, do all the good stuff.
Count is 1-1. Goes for the pickoff movie is safe.
7, Roldy. And what was the other one?
Luca, will this Yankees team 2 months turn around? That's it. Yeah, that's all they have. They have a month and a half to turn it around. And then that's it.
Wait, turn it around? I don't think the Yankees know what that means. They don't turn it the corner.
Yeah.
It feels like this inning has taken 3 years.
It is lined right to IKF. He fields and gets it over to Bowers for the end of the inning. As we go to the top of the 8th, it is 5-2 White Sox.
I can't believe Nick Ramirez isn't in the game. Oh, he's going to get his calling. He's going to get his calling. He's going to get his calling.
Ramirez is in AAA, Alex. Ramirez is in AAA. We can thank the Lord.
Oh, he is? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Let's see what else we got here. Giants is a real New York team. Well, I wish they played in New York, but Williams says Daniel Jones is a bottom 5 QB. I disagree. I mean, I'm not going to attack you for what you said. Listen, everybody's got their opinion, but which team do you root for? Can we just forfeit the season already? Get ready for 2024? Well, there's no point in forfeiting the season if it's going to be the same shit. My opinion. But hey, listen, we'll see what's what. And the Giants have Kenny Galladay. He wasn't shit. He was not shit. It was a bad fit too. 253 likes. Hit the like button. Share out too.
Please
I don't know
Help
which.
us out.
I don't know how many Yankee content creators are streaming right now and actually, doing all that stuff. But this is the place to be every single time.
More people see us. No, I'm sorry. The more likes we get, the more people see us, and we grow as a community. We grow as a channel, and we give you everything you guys want.
Yeah, we put our heart into this, man. We put our heart into it. All the way. We're entering a dark period in Yankees history. I'm a Giants fan. I'm not a Jones fan. Oh, I know that, Roldy. I've seen you in Tana and Bad Dogs chats and all that stuff. But, I root for the entire team. But there are some players that are just like, to me, it's just, I don't think they deserve a spot on the team. But hey.
Here's Anthony Volpe, as he will be pinch hitting for Jake Bowers.
Jack is an Islanders fan for the NHL. Yankees fan. I'm so dilapidated with this team. Rangers. Loved Eli. I mean, yeah, listen, he was the first. I mean, I was not much of a fan when he was in his prime, but yeah, I mean, I loved Eli. He's my first NFL jersey.
Still waiting for warm-ups from Bumper.
Jerry, listen, we're here for y'all. We're here for y'all. Now we got Santos in the bullpen.
That is Gregory Santos. Pitch to Volpe is popped up. Right side, this will go out of play.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
What's the matter?
You got a little Daniel Jones thing going in the chat. I mean, as I said, I have expectations for him. I'll leave that to my channel, though. But it also does say that this game is completely fucking boring. I mean, seriously. I don't ever see Cashman getting fired. We'll have to wait till he retires. Yeah, no. You are right. You are right. Golden Boy will strike out. It's seriously underrated. And I'm not trying to hate here because I just don't like this team. But I think you got to start ringing the bell of concern for Volpe at some point. I mean, Jeremy Pena turned it around last year. And I don't want to
swings right through it.
Like the excuses. Like I thought Austin Wells was supposed to fix this guy's swing.
He's trying to pull everything. That's the problem.
Jackson really found the name of the painting and when it was painted behind me. That takes some serious dedication and time.
That's commitment. That's commitment there. 2-2. Volpe, did he go around? No, he did not.
No, listen, there are some serious DJ pessimists, but we'll see. I mean, he's got to throw more than 20, 25 touchdowns this year. But
count is 3-2.
We'll see. I'll leave that to my channel.
Ball 4, Volpe walks.
Maybe I ought to stream one of the preseason games. I don't know. Think about it.
And Pedro Grifol is going to take out Aaron Bummer, or Aaron Bumsky Bum.
When is Rodon supposed to come back? Rodon apparently is supposed to come back.
He's eligible to come off the IL against the Washington Nationals at home.
Yeah. He dominates them. We're supposed to get excited. Oh, Jesus Christmas Christ. Someone said get the surgery, Aaron. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Get the surgery. Pack it in. Mail it in, too.
The Yankees, by the way, this is a stat before the game, are worse in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 statistical categories. Worse than last year, right? Win-loss percentage, batting average, on-base percentage, ERA, slugging, FIP, and WHIP.
FIP you.
Unbelievable.
It's not surprising either. Andre, you know who I've been told that before, actually. Sunil, who's in this chat a lot, he tells me that because he's a Cowboys fan. I'm like, yeah. I've heard the jokes. But if Boone gets fired and not Cashman, it doesn't even matter. You're absolutely right on that. It won't matter because he will bring in some other. Again, it's utter nonsense. It's utter nonsense. Waldo is playing first.
If they switch his position, yes, technically.
Yeah, technically it would be that because he'd be going. Volpe went for Bowers.
Yeah.
And Cabrera would go to first. If he's played first before, I think he has. So we also use 5 bullpen pit. Oh, we have an off day tomorrow. I shouldn't complain, but Sevy's a piece of shit. So there's that, But that's okay. It's always okay. Ben Wardvet hitting 107. Is it bad that I think Daniel Jones and Mark Sanchez are greater influences? Well, I can't say you can compare the sample size because those two players won in the playoffs. Like Volpe's this first year guy, but I mean, I don't know.
It's a bit of a stark comparison at this point.
So
I just can't believe Sanchez beat Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in the same postseason. 1-0 to Judge is in there for a called strike.
that was entirely off the Jets defenses, Frankie. Yeah.
And grounded pound. Listen, Sanchez made the throws he was supposed to make.
Judge needs the little piggies operated on. As I said, he should have taken the surgery, honestly.
1-1. Judge swings right through the sinker. Count is 1-2.
Well, Frankie, I could make a 5-yard throw.
Well, the the first score of the AFC Championship game in 2010 was not a 5-yard pass. Just saying that, Frankie. 1-2 the pitch, swung on a driven foul.
Got 290 here, 260 on the likes. Hit it like a baton. Can we maybe get 300 by the end of the stream?
Let's get there, folks.
Let's get there.
Count is 1-2. Pitch on the way is swung on the line in and it's dropped by Andrews. He has a force at second base and he is out. Volpe is out at second base.
Volpe looks like he was going to tumble. Will Salah be a better coach than Rex?
Time will tell. Time will tell. Salah's already had 2 years and no above 500 record yet. Time will tell. I can't say yes. I can't say no.
The position is worth more than the other position, but I don't know that Jones. It's going to tell this season, and I know obviously we've seen that 175,000 times or heard that 75,000 times with Daniel Jones, but I think there's but there's also I'll put that on my channel if it ever comes to that debate again, which I don't think we'll have. Unless Saquon's not extended.
Count is 0-1. The pitch on the way to Torres is high. Count is 1-1.
Uno y uno. Frankie, that's Luca's most hated meme, and he thinks it's over memed.
1-1. Downstairs 2-1. Thank you, Hirsch. I appreciate that. He did butt fumble. Hirsch has not Hirsch. Roldy is a super chat for you.
2-1. Yeah, super chat. Okay, $20. What's up? You see why Giant fans have been fighting for years now. You can say one comment about Golden Boy Jones with his lawyer calling you a fake fan, don't know ball. It's the same lines about the Jones apologist. I mean, I see there's a little fight going on in the chat, but what I'll say is this: look, there's statements to both sides where you can make as Gleyber Torres draws a walk for another possible Yankee rally question mark. Appreciate the super chat, by the way. That's actually a good roll for Stan, unless he grounds out into a double play.
Imagine Alex calls that.
But I think the excuses have to stop this year. Now, I actually did call his home run before, so I don't know if it's going to be that, but say no to yes, that's another. Oh, yeah, I could see that. It's going to be one of two things. I don't think he's going to pop out or strike out.
You say it's a ground ball double play, I think, in your opinion. But anyway, stands up at the plate. Pitch on the way is inside.
Okay, so there might be pitch around him. Remind me, who's next?
It is, I don't think it's IKF. It is McKinney.
God. Jerry, thank you so much, man.
Thank you. 1-0. Strike one.
But as far as the Jones debate goes, there are a lot of good points about how he's never had like a good system and whatnot. But the excuses have to stop. Like the surrounding pieces of excuses have to stop this year if you're getting paid $40 million.
Foul ball down the right side. Count as 1-2.
Like that's for the past. This is now the present. Darren Waller, Jalen Hyatt. If he's looked good in camp, he has to look good in the regular season. He has to beat like very tough defenses. Like that's just my opinion. And listen, I'm a Jones guy. I wasn't happy when he was drafted, but I root for everybody on the team to succeed and all that.
Stanton swings and misses. 2 gone.
I didn't say strikeout, but you get that. So
Billy McKinney is the tying run.
Low, I think. Listen, Hirsch. I love Colin Johnson. I've loved him since last year. I think he's going to make the team. Low, I'd take DJ over Cousins. The ceiling is higher. The ceiling is higher, in my opinion. Cousins really doesn't have a rushing ability. Thank you, Kate. He says we We make a great team.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I literally said it earlier, Dominican American. Look, this game sucks so bad. We've started deviating to other sports. I mean, we've deviated to movies and fast food other times as too.
And McKinney grounds out. As that will end the inning. Head to the bottom of the 8th. It is 5-2.
Oh my God. I disagree
Such
with
a
that,
joke.
Brett. I actually think he does have a good throwing ability. I think his arm is seriously underrated. It's just whether certain things add up. Nah,
It's the talent level I think you question with Jones.
yeah.
Is he like, what's his talent level?
Yeah, thanks for calling tonight, boys. Y'all are refreshing. Thank you, Chrissy. Much appreciated. We appreciate all y'all being here. Whether we deviated into a football conversation or you guys are here or you guys are silent majority or whatever the case may be, you guys are here with us making this an exciting stream. Because hey, the Yankees suck. Let's see. Let's look at the stats, everybody. Hold on one second. 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. No, that's a fair point, Roldy. Fair point. I mean, you look at that play against Seattle, he did miss a big play. But you have to admit, at least in the second half of the season, X at that Eagles game, there were some vast improvements. Even though, yeah, you could sit here and say, well, they didn't play against good teams. But it's all going to, I think this season is to prove it. It's like, I know I've said that a lot, and maybe Giants fans have, but I think you'll see what he is this year. You can't really, like, it can't be like any more wide receiver discussions or any of that other stuff, or any of the negatives either. You just have they have to make their decision. It's one thing. Let's see. We got 254 in here, 265 likes. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button, guys. We appreciate it.
Jack, will Boston beat this team? I guess he's referring to somebody else in the chat. But if you're talking about the Yankees beating Boston, actually in reverse, yeah, Boston will beat us. Volpe at shortstop. They didn't really answer our question, so I guess no. Waldo's in left, and McKinney is at first base.
Interesting. Pitch is high to Makata.
Because we've ran out of ideas. Braves will 10-0 this team. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, they will.
2-0 to Mankata.
Mel has been all over the place. This team has sucked so bad. People have started asking me football questions because I'm a Giants fan and a content creator. A Giants content creator, too, on the side, obviously. But
2-1. Two-one pitch to Mankata is outside. Count is 3-1.
Luka is better than Michael K at announcing. No, he is.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He has me in that. And he's also not a shill. So that's the other one.
3-1, ball 4.
If you needed melatonin, you don't need it because you could just watch this game on repeat. You could just watch this game on repeat. Yankees are a clown show. Yeah, they are a clown show. If Sevy pitches, the Braves are scoring 10 or 20 runs in the first inning. Yeah, kind of like what happened a few years ago in the opposite way. I remember we scored like 20 runs on them in like 2015.
Pitch to Vaughn is inside.
Dude, we can't even pitch correctly. I wonder who else is available in the bullpen. What a mess. Seriously, what a mess.
Count is 1-0. Pitch on the way to Vaughn is in there for a called strike.
Actually, Luca, you are wrong. Nick Ramirez is apparently listed on the roster, so he's not in AAA.
Wow. Okay. Count
So
is
maybe
1-1.
maybe he comes in with 2 outs.
Pitch to Vaughn, grounded, base hit right side.
This team is People. I don't know.
Plush.
Feeble, Plush. You guys got other nicknames. We'll throw them in too.
Yeah, Matt Olson could have been a Yankee. So could have Freddie.
A lot of guys could have. A lot of guys
Marcus
could have.
Semien. Ah, fuck. We just mentioned his name and now he's warming it.
I literally said it. They're going to put him in with 2 outs. I literally said it. Did I not? I said it.
Matt Olson, Freddie Freeman, Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, Dansby Swanson, Strike. Who else? Luis Castillo.
I'm not even going to tune into Boone's post kick. I mean, because I'm doing a rant, probably it's going to be, I'm going to have to tune into that garbage.
Rendell fouls it off.
Katie, at least the Yankees won before my birthday. Yeah, I guess you could say that also as well. I mean, you did get a nice little membership. So, again, happy birthday. We waved the white flag with Abreu. Bryce Harper, Manny Machado.
0-2. Swung on a chop to the right side. Oh, that's a base hit into right field. Judge will throw it in as Moncada slows up at third. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Oh, this team sucks. This team sucks. You talking about my channel, William? It is Big Blue in the Bronx.
Aaron Boone's going to take out Abreu here.
I mean, you might as well just go to somebody else. You might as well just like, I don't know. I feel like if Pete was calling this game, his head would have already exploded. Or he would have needed to run to the nearest Publix for blood pressure medication. Because that's where I'm at right now. It's like I'm not raging, but it's just so fucking stupid. It is literally just so fucking stupid with this team. We're 30 likes away from what was I gonna say? 30 likes away from 300. Raging Bull 199 Super Chat says it's say it with me. Fire Boone, fire Cashman.
We got the shirts. Alex,
listen, yeah, as I said, on the Big Blue in the Bronx shop, you could find it when you go to the channel. We have our own shirts. Fire Cashman, Fire Boone. So he is back to join us. Yes. Hey, thanks, man. I'll check it out at the stream. Yeah, no problem, William. Alex, think of MYG makes me smile. It's going to be the longest 2 days of my life because this team, what can I say? What can I say?
This is so embarrassing. So fucking
They have not come out with, this is something weird that I follow. Luca follows it too. They've not come out with the officials for this week. So.
Nuts. Usually they come out on Tuesday.
Well, Tuesday was yesterday, so. Let's see. Giants. Let's see if Twitter has it. Yeah, I don't got it. Yeah, no. Okay. All right. I guess we'll have to find out tomorrow or on game day. None of these guys look like they even want to be playing. Yeah. Yeah. This is the Yankees, folks. This is the Yankees. I wouldn't be surprised if Oscar Colas hits a grand slam.
I will take a vow of silence if he does that.
We need to use reverse psychology. Keep Boone, keep Cashman, fire the team.
Yes.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
If Oscar Colas hits a grand slam, I will take a vow of silence.
And I'll have to call the game for the rest of the game. They will score here. That's like something the Yankees.
No, I know they'll score. Just I don't want it to be a grand slam.
Texas Repo, I very strongly disagree with that statement. If we fired Boone and Cashman, the team wouldn't be contenders for 5 years.
That's not true.
Not necessarily.
That is not true.
Not necessarily. You put Sabian or someone else who's
Jeff Lunau.
Jeff Lunau is another guy, so they're gonna not score a run at this point.
Forced at the plate, he is out.
But if you put a Jeff Lunau, you get like Joe Espada in here, you will have a contending team. There's no joke. Someone who wants to actually spend the money the right way, you will have a winning team. As long as Hal actually gives two flying fucks about who is the manager and the GM, but he doesn't feel that way right now. He's too busy sipping fucking margaritas in the middle of Sicily.
He cares more about his football club, Milan.
I don't think Tony Pena was that successful as the Royals manager. Am I right on that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the last time he managed was for the was it the DR team or the Puerto Rican team in the WBC?
Oh, so the guy that was saying that is actually an Astros fan.
Pena was a manager from 2002 to 05. He eventually fired.
Looks like the fans are still coming out, which surprised me.
The DR.
Yeah, you got a lot of. I'm not gonna say all of them are gullible, but there is a lot of that. They're gullible.
They feed into the nonsense.
They feed into the garbage. Should have kept Girardi.
They should at least for one more year, Barbara. At least for one more year. I understand you can't keep a guy for like 20 years as a manager. I mean, you're not the Angels with Mike Scioscia.
I wouldn't go
for
Ned
at least
Yost.
for one more year at least. You know what? I'll give an underrated one. I know he hasn't been in the league in years. Hopefully, he has an assistant role. John Farrell.
I wouldn't mind him. I mean, if
you want to go like obviously, as this one is lined down the left field line, that is a base hit. 2 runs will at least score. Cabrera goes to the wall. Grandal scores. Ball's cut off. Throw to the plate is not in time. It is a bases clearing double for the 9-hitter Elvis Andrus. It is 8-2 White Sox.
What do I know? I mean,
I know
Girardi. I mean, sometimes it's time to call it quits, but Girardi, I mean, actually, you know what? And you know what? Stop Luca for a second. It's not what you want.
It's not what you want. Yeah, I just said he could have been a manager for at least one more year.
Yeah.
At least one more year. That's it.
No, I mean, Giants Twitter has its nut jobs, but honestly, I will take Giants Twitter 110 times out of 110 times over Yankee Twitter. Yankee Twitter is so gullible. Like, seriously. It's like it's a bunch of 17-year-old kids.
I believe Farrell is actually a scout, or is he not? He's a Fox analyst.
Interesting. Jack, appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in, my man.
But he's somebody I would hire.
Why are the fans coming out to watch an inferior product? Because people don't have jobs. Because people have nothing to do with their life.
If you're talking about like going to Yankee Stadium, it's tourists. It's a decent chunk is tourists. And some people, I guess, just don't want to give up the love for their home team. It's like if you don't go to a game, it's not giving up your love. Obviously, you should never tell somebody how to be a fan. But if you don't go, you don't go. If you don't want to go, you don't want to go.
Yeah. Peace out, Jacob. Appreciate it, man.
Anderson lifts them one in a base hit in the center field. Bader picks it up. Andrew scores, and it's 9-2.
Man, this is basura. Appreciate you, Jacob. Basura. Evo, what's up? Hi, everyone. I'm late. Was watching something, but you came in on a great time. The White Sox are they're beating the shit out of us. Basura.
Fucking laugh.
Basura. That means garbage in Spanish, by the way. Now he's telling him to get off the rubber. We can't even do this. Basura.
Here is Andrew Benintendi.
When they win against the Nationals, don't hype me up.
Okay.
I will be face in Giants football.
Count as 0-1 here to Benintendi.
No, yeah, I know Boone's a problem, and so is Cashman. Everyone gets fault.
Pete says if they win against the Nets. If. That is
They will. They'll try to shove it in our face. Hey, listen, guys, we're back on the train. Fuck you. You're back on the train.
I'll mention this afterwards. Count is 1-1 from Ramirez, who's been a complete dumpster fire, 2-1.
Well, essentially, like you did mention the thing about Colos's grand slam. I mean, they've put up 4 runs since then, I think, right? So
count is 2-1.
good night, Luke.
Good night, Luke. Pitch is fouled off. I know there's going to be some Yankee fans on Twitter that say, you know what, don't come back when the Yankees are in the World Series. I know there's going to be some fans out there who say that.
Eva, are you a White Sox fan? If you are, I mean, I have no problem with it. You're beating the shit out of our team, but thank you for smashing the like button.
Count is 2-2. The pitch to Benintendi is swung on and fouled away.
At least, again, like Joe Judge didn't have the success Aaron Boone did, but at least Joe Judge fucking talked tough. Oh, Astros. Okay. Well, at least you came and hit the like button. I appreciate that.
Eli says if the Jets don't make you almost have to you almost have to make the playoffs if you're the Jets. Have to.
Got 26 likes away from 300.
Shot foul again.
I think he's like a Bundy family, Ted Bundy.
What about Al Bundy?
You know how Bundy could run this team. Probably run this team better than fucking Aaron Boone. Yeah, Yankees are officially in last place, everybody.
2-2.
11 games back.
Benintendi bloops this one into center field. This will be caught by Bader, 2 gone.
And now they'll probably be like 5.5 or 6 back with the loss today. They are the last team in the AL that has an over 500 record. That will probably change.
Give me 1 second.
It's like Commanders leaving until Snyder was gone. Some Yankee fans don't have that balls, unfortunately. I'm not saying, look, Hal ain't Dan Snyder fucking scumbag, but still, like, this is still like pretty bad. At least in our standards, not the people who became a fan 2 years ago. Thundercats behind a fucking computer? Yeah. No, yeah. That's pretty much that. Al would be a great leader. I agree. Al would be a great leader. I feel like Boone would be Steve, though. I like Steve, but I don't like Boone. Just like every time, it's like he's tempted. I don't know. I forgot where Luca went. I think he just deserted me. Great job, guys. Got to go. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Hitskins. But it's like Steve. Every time he's tempted by Marcy to do something, he does. And then when he's with Al, he does like all the masculine things. So that's why I think he's like Aaron Boone. Medina, we didn't strike out 10 times, or maybe we did. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so they struck out 8 times. They didn't strike out 10 times. Saw some good at-bats. Couldn't execute in situations. That's what you'll see. Fifth, if we could get 300 likes before the end of the stream, that'd be much appreciated. I want to shut my fucking mouth from there. I'm just saying, because you guys have been awesome tonight. And this team sucks. So Nick Ramirez will have a contract extension. Has proven himself to be a Brian Cashman in the chat. Brian Trashman. What a guy. What a guy. Any bets on Boone getting axed tomorrow? No, because he won't. I think his job is less safe. Though no, I don't think he won't. Nope. This team is a fucking disaster. Yeah, no, Joe Torre, he's like 7 years old. I'm not even right on that, probably. Comes from my hometown. He could probably win a World Series before Aaron Boone.
Not wrong.
I'm Dan Snyder's attorney. Well, you got a pretty shitty client there.
Guys, if we have enough viewers, let's get to 300.
5 likes away from 300. Then I'll shut up. Tomorrow's not back day, so I can't even do that. But 4 likes away from 300. Boone's less problem than Cashman, who gives Boone the pieces. Yeah, no, I agree. But Boone also makes excuses, and he makes moves like he did today.
He doesn't hold players accountable.
303 on the likes. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate that, man. We really do.
Yes, we do. Thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Low temps, we saw that. Salicata said that we should hire Buck. Fuck out of here. That nonsense.
Salicata belongs in a retirement home. Not that he's old, but he's just that demented and stupid. I'm sorry. IKF takes a call strike from Santos, count his own one.
Well, Roldy, it's also not to the point where they're giving out free Pepsis. So I don't think we've reached that for Hal Steinbrenner yet.
Count his own one. The pitch on the way from Santos is outside. See, the problem is, like, you go through all the owners in New York City, right? You go through John Mara, you go through James Dolan, you go through all the guys, even though if you don't like them, if you like them, you don't. Woody Johnson, whoever, as this one is in the dirt. They have a pulse of their fan base. They have a pulse. Hal does not. That's the problem. Steve Cohen has a pulse of the fan base. I'd say John Mara, obviously we just mentioned, has a pulse of the fan base. James Dolan, to an extent, has a pulse of the fan base. When the whole Gase thing went down, when they fired him after that disastrous season, the Jets saw the writing on the wall. They had the pulse of their fan base.
Greg Carton sucks in general, low temps. He's got as many sources as I do.
I don't think Hal is a pulse of the fan base. I just don't. I'm sorry. I mean, when he said those comments in June about being confused by the fan base is upset, tells you everything you need to know. Is this one's grounded to first, one out.
And you could all like see this coming. Maybe not the team's fucking blunder, but like, yeah, we're both Knick fans, Barbara. But like the B reporters coming out and defending Cashman and them saying it's the fans' fault. Like the writing was on the wall. I said the Yankees were going to win the division this year. I am dead wrong on that. But I also said that they'd probably be knocked out within the first two rounds. That's because I didn't have any hope in the other AL East teams. Not that there's hope in those teams. The Yankees are at the bottom of the pit.
But I guess we slept on the Orioles a little too much. They're in first place, despite losing to the Astros probably like right now.
Medina, it's a presumptive, arrogant statement by Mr. Steinbrenner.
Bader takes down.
Like, they said it. Hank, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago, he was like his dad, apparently. But Hal is someone that fucking, I don't know, man.
2-1. I mean, I'm not trying to be this negative prick once again. How could you honestly have faith that this team even makes the playoffs? Because they're so bumpy.
What was I going to say?
Bader swings and misses.
Two comments I want to get to. You did a great job tonight, by the way. Thank you very much, Devin.
Thank you. Appreciate
George's
it.
money was spent. Giambi, Tex, A-Rod, CC, Swisher, Clemens, Damon. Hal spent on Cole, Ellsbury, Beltran, and McCann. That's the issue. Yeah.
Cole's not the issue so much.
I mean, you
obviously.
could also put in like the bad moves that Cashman made, but that's like the misuse of money. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to say George was not perfect, but Carl Pavano, that's a move that obviously a lot of people dislike. And then you jump to the 1,000 bad moves that have shifted with this team. I mean, seriously, that's all Hal. That's all Hal overseeing it, and he don't care. He's not a fan.
I mean, you don't even have to be a fan. You just have to have a pulse. You have to have a pulse. Charlie, I like that, Charlie Sheen. The entire team is a negative prick.
They're very positive. They give us a negative prick feeling. It's a strikeout by Bader. They give us a negative prick feeling, but they're all very positive because they think it's all fucking flowers, cotton candy, and fucking rainbows over there. Like after this, Aaron Boone is going to throw a cupcake party for scoring 2 runs. So I want to say COVID. I can't say for sure burnt ball sack. They're COVID or some type of cancer.
I'll look that up.
Unspecified liver issue. So his middle name was fucking George. It tells you all you need to know there. The dumb garbage.
Count as
team.
0-1. The pitch on the way to Cabrera is way inside.
He should have swung at that. Just end this fucking game. Seriously. That's what a lot of people assume Cashman's done these great things. No, it's fucking Stick Michael and Bob Watson. Seriously.
That's what people get wrong too.
And then the treatment of fucking Joe Girardi is just abysmal by the other Yankee fans.
I'm not trying. No, Girardi wasn't perfect, but some
at least he
people
had
act
testicles.
I mean, Girardi was the manager we grew up watching, but he's not perfect. But some people just make nonsensical statements about him. Fly ball to center, the game is fucking over. The game is over. The Yankees lose 9-2 after an idiotic decision to pitch.
Look at this dugout, today. Guys. Look at this dugout. Look at this dugout. They look so They look. I mean, you're not supposed to. I mean, you're not supposed to be energetic after a loss, but nobody cares. Nobody cares on this team. If they lose, If they win, this team right here, this team, the White Sox, right? They fucking suck. They're second to last place in the division. Whatever. They look more energetic after beating the Yankees in a series and all that sort of stuff, right? And their locker room is in shambles. Tim Anderson with the fucking pending suspension, all these different things. No, they look happier.
I will tell you this.
Barbara says, see you guys next time. Alex Lou, thanks for the stream. Can't wait to try that. Thank you very much. As I said, all right, go ahead.
Before my final thoughts, and then we'll do that. Like, the problem is the lack of urgency and obviously the accountability. Those are the two things that tie together, because when you see these losses and then you hear the asshole named Darren Boone in the post game saying we've seen some decent at bats today, it just incorporates losing. You could do whatever the fuck you want and nobody gives a shit. So that's that.
That's your final thoughts?
No, but my final thoughts is thank you everybody in the chat for coming in. Over 300 likes during a miserable Yankee game. Appreciate you all. Hope to see you guys on the 23rd, the ones who are going. If you haven't already bought your ticket, please do. If you're not already subscribed to Big Blue in the Bronx, please do. We got a lot more fun content coming. Alex.
Yeah, so we appreciate you guys for tuning in, sticking with us through all this other nonsense. Katie, happy birthday, by the way. Congratulations to all the other people that won some memberships in the chat. Jaira, have a safe flight. Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Obviously, I bet I'm going to at least bank on, maybe I'll be wrong, so everyone gets to beat the shit out of me if I am wrong. I think Pete will probably have a video after all this other stuff. Thank you to the new subscribers, all that good stuff. We're doing a couple more things. Once again, not just Yankees related, but Giants and other football stuff on Big Blue in the Bronx. So, go subscribe over there. The link is in the chat. We appreciate you guys. The Yankees suck, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.